Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. I hope this stream goes well because I don't know what's about to happen. Hold on, let me make sure my computer is plugged up. Is it plugged up? Hey y'all, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me okay? Let me take this off in the meantime. Can y'all hear me okay? Are we live? We are live. We are live. I see Quasia. I see Zaleen. Y'all know I am live from another location. So listen, I had to put this line together real quick. I'm looking like I'm streaming from a third world country, but it's okay. I'm like, oh, my colors. Oh, I'm supposed to be a brown girl. I'm kind of greenish today, but we gonna make it do what it do, Shawty. Okay, we gonna make it do what it do. Okay, come on in, come on in, come on in. Okay, and you know the drill. We will get started after this very, very brief introduction.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
Guess what being a blogger?
More than a blogger.
Guess what being a blogger? You are more than a blogger.
I am more.
Guess what being a blogger?
All the is my son.
Okay, that shit scares.
I am more than a blogger.
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, the Seales and Claudia.
Yeah.
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, the Seales and Claudia.
Yeah.
Say Autumn is her son.
Yes.
Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
The blog goddess, 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 the Seales and Claudia.
Yeah.
Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
All them bitches is her sons. Can y'all hear me okay? I hope y'all can hear me okay. I hope I'm not echoing or anything like that because I had to connect the mic. I had to connect the camera. I had to connect the computer. There's all kind of things going on. I had to connect the green screen. I had to make sure my colors look. My hands still green. I don't know what's going on with the hands. I have to keep my hands down here. Okay, but I am here. Listen. We have a lot to talk about. It's been a few days since I've been live, and so it's some things that I missed talking to y'all about, but I feel in my heart and my spirit that I need to chitter chatter about some of the stuff that I missed. Okay, of course, Nene Leakes podcast dropped. Okay, Me and My Homegirl, and I want to know what y'all thought about it because I shared my opinion a little bit, but now that it's out there, now it's got hundreds and thousands of views. Now the people are like, I want to know what y'all think. Also, Wendy Williams was making the rounds while I was taking my little break. Wendy Williams went on Don Lemon, The Breakfast Club, TMZ. What else? She went on so many different shows. She hit up all the gay men's. Ooh, that was shade. Charlamagne ain't gay, is he? I ain't calling Charlamagne gay. She went on Don Lemon. She went on Harvey over there at TMZ. She went on Jason Lee. Is that his name over there? She hit up all the gay people. Where is the Black Women's, Wendy? Why you didn't go on no Black Women's channel? We need to know that. But Wendy, anyway, Wendy was trying to hide her money and now she's stuck. We got to talk about that as well. Shout out to Teresa. Teresa said, "Hey Michelle, so happy about Nene, girl. She is doing her thing." Now I'm not crazy about a co-host. Okay, I see you, Teresa. I mean, a lot of people not crazy about that co-host, but we're gonna talk about it. What else we got on this agenda? Oh, we got so much. Hold on. I got a whole list of things, y'all. We got Wendy Williams, Nene Leakes podcast. Oh, Tasha K dropped T.S. Madison's bathroom drama again. Y'all remember I talked about it once before, and now apparently, I don't know if this is old or new tea, but apparently T.S. Madison been threatening women in the women's bathroom. Now, how you get that big ass man in the bathroom think he gonna fight women? Like, anyway, he ain't fighting the men over there. He don't go in the men's room talking about, so I dare y'all to tell me I can't be in here. But we gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that as well. Oh, the TikTok chat. I'm so tired of TikTok. I don't know what to do. I was live on TikTok for a few hours before it went black. And then it came back about 8 to 12 hours later. We can talk about that if y'all want to. What else did I write down on my agenda? Because this y'all show. Oh, Soulja Boy, Nelly, Snoop, Rick Ross. Soulja Boy, Nelly, Snoop, and Rick Ross. Are they canceled? Are y'all giving them a pass? Because y'all know all these black men voted for Donald Trump, even though us black women was telling them not to, then they stupid. But we'll talk about that too. Ooh, I got a racist. Ooh, I don't know. That man told that woman, I got that on here. That woman told that Caucasian lady told that man he didn't live in that house. Y'all saw that? I got her response and I got him. Oh, child, let me put that in here. Let me throw this over here real quick. Y'all like this video as y'all get in here because we might be here for a while, child. We are going to be here for a while. Is this it right here? That's it right there. I had screen recorded it. Let me send it to myself. Okay, there it is. Right there. It's coming through. Hey viewer, how you doing, friend? I see you. You said they canceled. It's canceled. It is despicable. It is. Okay, so I got Nelly, Soulja Boy. I got Wendy Williams. I got Nene Leakes. I don't know why I keep putting them on here because they take up too much of my time. Okay, I got Kim and Croy. I don't know what the hell. Why is Kim and Croy? Kim and Croy moved out the house, but now Kim is in the news because she owes so many people so much money. They had so many liens on the property that even though it's sold in foreclosure, Kim and Croy ain't getting none of the money because the attorneys and stuff. Oh, anyway, put all the liens on the house. I got that. Who else I got? Oh, I got some. Oh, I don't know where to start. Hold it. I don't know where to start. Who should I start with? You said the Soulja Boy video. I think I got it. You said Nelly. Who y'all want me to start with? Put it in the chat because this is y'all show. You said Nene Leakes. You want me to start with Nene Leakes? Shout out to my mods in the building. Shout out to Facebook in the building. Like and share. Like and share. You said talk about Nene. You said KKK Kim. Soulja. Oh, what we gonna vote on? Let me see. I said Wendy wasn't as bad as they said. Now she's doing too much talking. Okay. We got to figure out where we gonna start. You said cause KKK and Croy are always in some mess. Oh, let me go ahead and get the men out the way, child. Since y'all talking about Snoop. I got that. Snoop is doing. Snoop ain't said much of anything, but he said too much already. Snoop Dogg, Soulja Boy, Nelly, Rick Ross, probably 50 Cent too, but we haven't seen his yet. But all of these men are coming out the woodwork as seemingly Trump supporters. Okay, they've been performing at his crypto ball. They also performing at the inauguration. They are doing too much. So now Snoop Dogg is being called out about it because Snoop Dogg allegedly had things to say a few years ago during Trump's first term. Hold on, I was over here on Sandra Rose. Y'all know I be lurking over here on Sandra Rose because she's one of the greatest bloggers besides myself. And Sandra Rose posted this image of Snoop Dogg that I cracked up about because these images that you can play around with the AI. Sandra posted this video, Snoop Dogg, and said Snoop and Nelly defend performing for Donald Trump. And he got that image saying, I'm a sellout. I am a sellout. Now put a 1 in the chat if you think that these gentlemen are selling out by performing for Donald Trump. And put an 8 in the chat if you think, it is what it is. You really don't give a dang. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. A 1 if you think they are a sellout, and an 8 if you really don't care one way or the other. I need to know. According to Sandra, Black Twitter has been dragging Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross, and Soulja Boy, let's not forget Nelly, for performing at President-elect Donald Trump's pre-inaugural event in Washington, D.C. Snoop, Rick Ross, and Soulja Boy performed at the Crypto Ball hosted by former PayPal COO David Sachs. Trump, who promised to be at the first crypto-friendly president namesake as his crypto czar. Videos of the performances went viral on social media, and the reactions were a mix of disappointment and outrage. Let me see. It says Snoop Dogg has taken the stage. Let me see what it looked like. Look at all them Caucasians. Look. Ain't nobody paying attention to Snoop Dogg. Look at him up on the stage. Let me make myself small. Look at him up on the stage, honey. Are they even rapping along with him? The crowd looking dry. He up there by himself. He didn't even get a DJ. He didn't even get a budget to have a DJ. Child, this is embarrassing. I am embarrassed for him, honey. So let me see what else they were saying about Snoop, honey. So in an old video from 2017, Snoop called out Uncle Tom rappers who planned to perform for Trump. Okay. And I'm gonna let you hear for himself. I'm gonna let you hear because the words may be a little bit strong, but viewer discretion is advised because this is an adult show. Hold on, we're gonna put this Twitter in here. Shout out to the people who keep the receipts, honey. Colin Rugg over here on the X said that Snoop Dogg then said anyone who performs for Trump at his inauguration is a jigaboo ASSN word and an Uncle TOM. Now Snoop is performing. Now let's see what he said back in 2017, honey. That was just a few years ago.
So ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? Which one of you jigaboo ass niggas gonna be the first one to do it? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the fuck out of one of you Uncle Tom ass niggas for doing it. Which one of you niggas gonna do it first? Osby's the one that performs for himself.
About noon, just thought that I had to be in Compton.
Y'all see how things change? 18, 19, 20, 22. In less than a decade, Snoop then went from which one of you jigaboo ASSN words is gonna perform to now being on stage himself. Who'd have thunk it? Okay, who'd have thunk it? He is such a hypocrite. He is such a hypocrite. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on just a second. Oh, where's my camera at? I'm gonna have to stop my camera for a second. Hold on. My dog acting up. Talk amongst yourself. 5 seconds. 30 seconds. Like this video. All right, I'm back. Yeah. So you said Martha Stewart done hyped him up in the wrong direction. You think it's Martha's fault? It is Martha's fault. You said all he did was wave money in their face and they switched sides. Child. Now, before we even get on Snoop, child, what about Nelly? Nelly just made it back in our good graces when he spun the block with Ashanti, and now they married and got babies, and she might have another one on the way. Now everybody loves Nelly now that he done made Ashanti an honest woman. They done got married, they cute, they got a reality show coming up, and now Nelly gonna take his ASS over there and shuck and jive for Trump too. And in addition to shucking and jiving for Trump, he should have shut up like Snoop Dogg did because he went over there on Willie D Live show and had the audacity to try to explain why he performed. Whew, y'all, we about to watch it for a second. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for what? Fair use. Under purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? We are researching. Now, here is Nelly over here. I am so disappointed, Nelly. I am so disappointed. He did an interview with Willie D Live recently, and here is what he had to say. Hold Hold on. Child. Let's see.
Ride with me because I put on for my city and I try to bring my city up every step of the way. I did not know you was riding with me because you thought I would ride for who you voted for. I didn't know that. I apologize. I apologize. I didn't know that I had to agree with your political choices, and I thought it was the things that you do, not the things that you say.
Wait a minute. So now Nelly trying to act like he didn't know that if he performed for Trump that he might get cancer. That's what Nelly trying to say. He didn't know. He didn't see that video back then of Snoop Dogg calling people jigaboos. He didn't see that. He didn't see Trump saying all the things that he said about these African Americans. He didn't say that about y'all black jobs, about them eating the dogs and the cat. He didn't see none of that. No. Let's finish.
Say should be done. If you follow what I do, this shouldn't even be an argument. He's the president. He won. This isn't a campaign. This isn't an RNC. I'm not out on the political campaign. I didn't get none of that 1.5.
How much you got?
Like,
Nelly said he didn't get 1.5. He might have just got the 0.5. Okay, because he ain't had a hit in a while. He said he didn't get 0.5, but he might have got half a million
to try to help somebody get voted.
Kamala didn't invite you to
no. She didn't invite me.
She didn't invite me either, man.
You're right. They did not listen. Chrisette Michelle, y'all put Chrisette Michelle on the no-fly list, on the no booking list. Y'all put Chrisette Michelle out of the. She ain't even invited. She wasn't even invited to the cookout back then because she sang. But what y'all gonna do about Nelly and them? What are y'all going to do?
And I was going to do all
understand. Like so, but I don't knock the ones that did. I don't knock the brothers and sisters that benefited from it. I don't knock the correspondents that may have gotten money to do that. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because it's an honor.
Wait. I might have respected him more if he said I needed to check. I got a family to raise. I got a brand new wife. I got kids. I got mouths to feed. This N-word said, I am not doing it for money. It is an honor. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, God. What is happening?
The office. It don't matter who is in office. The same way that our men and women, our brothers and sisters who protect this country have to go to war and have to put their life on the line for whoever in office. So if they can put their life on the line for whoever in office, I can damn sure perform.
So he's so he's comparing giving a check and performing for these alleged white supremacists to being in the armed forces. I don't see the comparison. I don't understand how that's a comparison. Do you?
So what do you say to the people that say we're not giving you this backlash because of your political affiliation or your political choice or whatever? We're giving you this backlash because you are propping up a white supremacist.
Now that's the question we asking. Didn't I just say that? Now look at Nelly's face. Nelly is thinking right now. He's like, how do I answer this question? I don't understand. How should I answer this question? Does he know about the Central Park 5? Does he know about Trump and what he said about the Haitians? Does he know about all the things that Trump allegedly did in the 70s to all these black people? Does he know about all these things? Let's see what his answer is going to be.
I would ask them to show me where he's a white supremacist. And here's the thing. Okay, I get it. He
wait, you saw that big pause. Like, wait a minute. Show me where he's a white supremacist. He had to think for a minute. I almost forgot. Okay, show me now.
Okay, I get it. He did say if you don't vote for me, you're not black, right? Oh no, that wasn't him. Hold on.
Now he's trying to compare Trump to Joe Biden. Oh Lord, it gets worse and worse.
Hold on. He did create
I know where you're going.
He did create the crime bill in the 90s, which said that if you get caught with it, 5 grams of crack, you do a mandatory 5.
So now he's trying to compare, you know, all the stuff Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton and all the Democrats did. So basically, Nelly is telling you he is a Republican.
Years that had mass incarceration. I think even the Vice President Kamala spoke on that part that said that the crime bill played a huge part. He didn't do that.
And you know, listen, you could tell he is MAGA because he called Kamala. Anytime I hear a person called Kamala, I look at them with the side eye because I'm like, as many months, years she's been in office, as many like months that she was on the campaign trail. You telling me you don't know this lady name yet? Remember when Trump used to call her Kamala all the time, and then he switched up, he knew her name after a while. Now Nelly just refused to even know the lady name. See, these black men, they don't like to see black women in power. And I'm not even a Kamala fan like that. But at the end of the day, I'd rather have Kamala than Trump. But we got what we got. Yes, it's all bad. And Anita spoke, listen, those 2 words right there, police immunity, that will affect more black men than it will anything else, okay? Because it's always y'all getting stopped. It's always y'all that's getting shot for being unarmed and black. It's y'all walking through neighborhood with a bag of Skittles getting shot for no reason at all. Our pow. No, the balloons didn't come up, child. No, get away, balloons. But yeah, it's always the black man that's doing all that. But then they are the first ones to sit there and act like they didn't hear that part. They didn't hear that part. Now police gonna stop and frisk, and y'all gonna be in your big Benzes and Bentleys and stuff, and they just gonna stop you because you are a black man in a Benz. Okay.
Let me see. What did he do? I'm trying to think. The white supremacy. Hold on. I'm gonna get to it. Okay, he did not rent to black people. What was it, in the 70s or the 80s? Is that what they said? And like,
why Nelly do this? Why Nelly do this? Because now I'm not gonna even look at his show. I'm not, and people are saying that they're gonna cancel Ashanti just for association. Listen, Nelly, you played yourself.
Okay, is he written to him now? So nobody's allowed to change, right? See, here's the thing. So we can talk about past, but we never want to talk about our past.
So basically, he's saying that Trump was a white supremacist. He knows about all of the alleged white supremacist activities, but he's saying that people can change. People grow. You know, I was a drug dealer back in the day. I'm different now. And I'm sure if he hated black people, you know, back then in the 70s, he don't hate black people now. Oh, Nelly, you are so miserable.
If we bring up, if our past get brought up in our community for a lot of what our men did, we always call it rehabilitate. Yo, these young brothers, we've been through a lot. I know I've been through a lot. If my past was what was going to prevent me from winning today, I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that he ain't got some fucked up ways. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's why I'm.
What are you saying, Nelly? Now you saying he is a white supremacist. He got fucked up ways, but I'm gonna ride with him. He got fucked up ways, but I'm gonna get this money. That's all you should have said in the beginning. Don't circle back now and act like it's all good.
Not telling you who to vote for, but what I'm saying is that he's the president of the United States. He's not the candidate for the United States. He's the president. He won.
Nelly basically saying, y'all go watch the full interview on Willie D Live. Nelly basically saying, I didn't tell y'all who to vote for, but now he president, so I'm gonna support him. He gonna be here for 4 years, so you know I'm gonna do what I gotta do. What y'all think? Is that the right attitude to take? I mean, he is here for 4 years. I don't know what to say. Now, speaking of another one, honey, Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy did the same thing. Soulja Boy just performed Superman now, whatever the name of that song is. He performed on stage and he responded as well. And here is what Soulja Boy had to say. But Soulja Boy, at least Soulja Boy was honest. Soulja Boy was like, listen, I got this money, okay, and it is what it is. He paid me. Y'all gonna tell me that I can't do this? Hold on, here he is right here. Like this video, y'all get in here, please, and thank you. Like this video. Hold on. Where is the sound? Okay, here you go.
They pay me a bag. Obama ain't never put no money in my fucking pockets, nigga. Kamala ain't never put no money in my pockets, nigga. Trump put money in my. Did Obama call my motherfucking phone?
Oh Lord. Viewer discretion is advised. Where it go? Did I click it off?
Oh God. Fuck you, man. I do what the fuck I want. I don't call my phone. It wasn't even a Trump event. Trump wasn't even there. Y'all so worried about he performed, him, Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross. Kamala, you ain't even win. Obama, you ain't called my fucking phone. I'll suck my dick, nigga. Y'all want me to not answer the phone of the fucking president? Get a president of the motherfucking United States. Trump wasn't even there.
It's like they must have got on the phone call together. You think they got on the conference call together and said, let's all come up with the same excuse? He the president now. We weren't telling them, the people who to vote for. They can't cancel us because we weren't like politicking, for him, to be president. But now that he's president, we just gonna support like good Americans. Y'all think they got on the conference call and said that?
It wasn't even a Trumpy. It was the crypto ball for crypto. Y'all can suck my dick, cancel me all day. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. On my nigga, I don't give a fuck when nobody talking about what the fuck I want to do. And I'll go again. Fuck you talking about. They pay me a bag. Obama ain't never put no money in my fucking pockets, nigga. Kamala ain't never put no money in my pockets, nigga. Trump put money in my pockets, nigga. Did Obama call my motherfucking phone? Did any of you call my motherfucking phone? Oh God. Fuck you, man. I do what the fuck I want. I don't call my phone. It wasn't even a Trump event. Trump wasn't even there. Y'all so worried about he performed, him, Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross. Kamala, you ain't even win.
Oh, okay, it started over again. There is a part 2, by the way. Hold on. I don't want to watch part 2. Hold on. There's a part 2. Let me click it. Copy. Is that it right here? Is it right here? Child, he doing a lot.
I don't know. Folks did try to trick me. I ain't gonna lie. Halfway, I was like, man, fuck this nigga Trump. I don't fuck this nigga. And halfway was like, nigga, the president. You feel me? But whatever, man. I don't give a fuck. But nigga, bro, the nigga wasn't there, bro. It was a crypto ball, bro.
Oh, first they tried to what? Wait a minute. First they said they tried to play him, but he took the bag anyway. So first he's saying that he was there because it's just the president. Now he's saying he didn't know that it was a presidential event. Interesting.
Pay me a bag. I got bills to pay. Until y'all gonna pay me the same amount they pay me. Fuck y'all. Okay. Oh, I need this bag. 50-50, chat. I'm gonna keep it gangster. It was 50-50. Like,
oh God. Okay, whatever. You're right. My cape ain't on, child. I'm just sitting here watching. And speaking of listen, we going down the rabbit hole. We are going down the rabbit hole tonight. So y'all might as well put your seat belts on. Let's talk about, when Trump was in office the first time. Y'all know I normally don't talk about politics, and I don't feel like I'm talking about politics today. I feel like I'm talking about the effects, the effects of politics. Okay, when Trump was in office, his first term, it was that was like when Karens kind of got emboldened, when the police force got emboldened. People was like, calling people out, telling black people what they could do. They couldn't take pictures on the lake. They had everybody calling the police because they felt like the police was gonna come and save the day. Now here we are again. Here we are in 2025. Now that Trump has won, it's starting. The Karens are back. Just in Ohio recently, this lady right here. Hold on, this lady right here. This black real estate, and this is why I'm talking about all y'all black men shucking and jiving for Trump, because it's black men who get affected the most. Now, this black real estate developer was profiled by this Caucasian lady in his own neighborhood. Okay, yes, this is a Karen event now. The hate is so real. You right, Toria. He was profiled in his own neighborhood. According to Baller Alert, black real estate developer was profiled by a white woman who questioned his residency in an affluent neighborhood. Mike Jenkins, a well-respected Ohio real estate developer, recently found himself in an unsettling incident in his own neighborhood. A now viral video captured a disturbing situation between Jenkins and an unknown woman who profiled him while taking a night stroll with her 2 young kids. The situation unfolded when the woman ran to a house searching for help after believing Jenkins, who was driving in his car, was chasing after her. Unknowingly to the woman, the house she was attempting to run to belonged to Jenkins and his family. Jenkins pulled into his own driveway and asked the woman if she was looking for somebody. Instead of answering the question directly, the woman decided to ask Jenkins if he was the homeowner. Despite his confirmation, she was like, "I don't believe that," and proceeded to run down the street with her kids yelling for help. Now, you got to see this video. You had got to see this video. It's going to make y'all mad, and it's going to make y'all black men who voted for Trump feel stupid. Hold on.
We need you.
This is his house.
What's going on? Do you live here?
Yeah.
You do?
Papa.
I don't believe that.
What?
I don't believe that.
So what are you doing here?
Rory, come on. Rory, come on. Hey.
Now she left her stroller. She left her stroller. Did someone come here?
That was my wife. Somebody chased her up here. And she had kids.
Who chased her?
She said somebody in a silver truck.
Gray truck. And he came
So
around the corner
I
and
don't know if you guys have a
I was in the street. And so I come up and like, I just have my kids. And so I'm like gonna pretend that I'm coming home. And so I pull up and I start walking to your back gate. And he stops here and he goes, "Are you looking for someone?" I said, "Nope." And then he sat here, and I was like, "I need to get in."
Well, that's my husband. That's why he lives here. Yeah. He lives here. So he came in and he said, "There's a
Black women saved the day."
She got all worried.
Black woman saved their little husband come slurping out the house. The black woman came out like, "Let me handle this, baby. Let me get this Caucasian lady together," because you know what white women do. They get them white women tears, and then they call the police, and then they gonna lock the man up because it was just the man and the white woman that's his word against hers, and they gonna take her word for it. So the black woman came out to help.
How?
I'm sorry.
How did he scare you though?
I just seen her in the driveway and I was like, "Are you looking for somebody?" Because I was pulling up out.
And I saw someone walking in our driveway too. And I'm like, "Why is someone walking in our driveway?"
Well, I'm sorry.
Did someone come here?
Hold on.
All right, sorry.
What? She said that's talking from there.
You came this way, didn't you?
No, I came down this street right here.
Yeah.
And I was riding slow because I'm looking at our Christmas lights.
Well, you just have to understand my point of view. Being by myself with 2 kids, I just saw a car come.
Not you just have to understand my point of view. No, bitch. This is my house. I'm driving in front of my house. I don't have to understand shit. And at the end of the day, you are trespassing. You are on my property. You are ringing my doorbell and you are telling me you are living here. I'm mad at I'm mad at them for being so cordial. I'm mad at the husband for coming out giggling. I'm mad at the wife because I would have been livid. I'm sorry. I would have been pissed.
And so I was like, "Oh, it scared me." And so I just pulled up here and I kept thinking, this could be his house. But you didn't say, "This is my home." You just said, "Are you looking?" And I was like,
I did. When you was on the porch, you asked me, "Did I live here?" I said, "Yeah."
And you said, "No, you don't."
And you said, "I don't think you do."
It was obviously you could tell that I was really caught off guard.
Like I'm pulling in my, it's like I'm pulling in my house. Like this neighborhood is probably one of the best neighborhoods in Ohio. You don't have to worry about stuff like that.
very sorry. I really hope that you're not upset with me.
Come on, baby, go in the house. Let's go.
You told me that I didn't. You said you didn't think I lived here.
You heard the wife was like, "Come on, babe, go in the house," because he was about to start. She was like, "Let's not do this."
Wait, that you were talking. I was so caught off guard. I'm so sorry. Wait, that you were talking. I was so caught off guard. I'm so sorry. Wait, that you were talking.
I was so caught off guard, and then the husband was like, "I'm not gonna argue with them. Why are you going back and forth anyway? Y'all at his house. Why are you going back and forth? I'm sorry. It was a misunderstanding. Let me go. Okay. Why are you like, you should understand he would here's why I'm mad. Okay. Here's why I'm mad. The woman was actually on Facebook. I wonder if it's still here. Hold on, what's her name? I ain't gonna say her name. Here she is right here. It was a screen recording. We're gonna look at her whole thing. Hold on, here it is. Let me put it in here. We have a screen recording. Y'all come on in and like this video. Y'all know I normally don't go down this rabbit hole, but we going down today because, and why her name got to be Michelle? I am so pissed off that her name is Michelle. Listen, and the only reason that we can disclose her identity is because she has disclosed her own identity. She's been on social media. She's been crying. She's been trying to plead the fifth. She's been trying to tell her side of the story. Now here she is over on Facebook telling her side of the story. Hold on, I'm about to pull it up right now. Y'all like this video? Y'all get in here, please, and thank you. Like this video. Oh, this says she is popular. So everybody in there dragging her. Hold on. Let me see. She probably put it. Did she put? Oh, there she is right there. Update. There she is right there. Let me play it. I'm going to play the actual video instead of the screen recording just so y'all can see what I'm talking about. This is right here. Copy, paste. So she want to let y'all know what is going on. Okay, this is from the woman who claims she's the victim. Is from her point of view.
Here on Facebook. I'll give it a quick second for any of you guys that want to jump on. But I just want to come on here and address what's going around right now because it's pretty messy. Yeah, I think there's a massive misunderstanding. And now I believe that there is an agenda that's being pushed, and my heart is crushed. So, waiting for you guys to pop on.
Sit a spell. Let's hear what she got to say.
Instagram. So if you guys jumping on, I'm just sharing the same thing here too as well.
Let me fast forward.
I unfortunately have had to make all of my Instagram accounts, our business accounts, private because we are being really harshly attacked over there, as well as in our direct messages, to the point of now me getting personal text messages. Call me a racist pig and more. So, yeah, we're being told to watch our back and all the things. So I want to jump on here because my Facebook is public, and for those of you guys who are telling me that I owe a public apology, one, I will not apologize for making any sort of racist remark. I am the furthest thing from a racist. I will, however, apologize that my expression could ever come across in such a way, or that somebody could think something of that nature of myself and my family. So long story short, I need to give the context because there's a lot of y'all who are, I'm sure, coming to my page right now not knowing JV's coming down.
You caught that too? She said she's done apologizing. She's not gonna apologize at all, honey.
Hi, I'm live.
And why she acted like she couldn't talk in front of her husband? I guess her husband came down the steps. Then she cleared up. Hi, I'm live. It's all performative, but let's listen.
Yeah. I love you. Yeah, I love you. He's so sweet. I love you. I love you more. Truly want to make sure that I posture my heart in the right way, and represent everything that happened in the most genuine and authentic.
And let me know if she may look, her explanation may change your mind. For all I know, let me know what you think in the chat after you hear this
way. And so, long story short, November 19th, kind of has caused a train wreck. And if I could say exactly what I think it is, I believe that it's a massive misunderstanding. I really do. But I just want to come on and share my point of view and my story behind it all. And for those of you guys who know me, I pray that you guys truly know who we are and the people that we are. I've been posting my whole story for over a decade, and I really do believe that a lot of y'all know exactly who we are to be true. But November 19th, so long story short, it's not a short story, but I'm just gonna give it to you guys all.
It is not a short story.
Rory and I, a few nights prior, went on a run, and it was wonderful. If you guys didn't know, my dad and I grew up running together, so it was very special and sweet. So we were out running. Christmas lights were turning on. It was beautiful. I remember posting on my Instagram like a video of her running, and I wrote on it something. I quoted her of just like, "This is such a great night, mommy. I love you," or whatever. So she was like, "Can we do this again?" So a couple nights later, we went out. John, it was like we were just at daybreak. It was starting to get dark out. And John had told us in the garage as I was getting the stroller out and buckling up my son, who's 2, in the stroller. He was like, "Be quick. Don't be out long. It's getting dark," and that's just how he is. I'm getting a lot of text, y'all, so I'm so sorry if I seem to be scattered. So Rory, Cash, and I went out, and we were cruising. The sun started to set, and John Bishop is always somebody who is always instilling, whether I'm at the gas pump, whether I'm in the grocery store. I am one. I'm oblivious to a lot. I hate to use the word or term ditzy, but I just think the best of the world. So I say hi to everybody, literally everyone. If you know me, I'm like my dad. Everybody's my best friend. Okay. So he warned me, "Hey, be quick." And he's always telling me not to talk.
Them white women tears is dangerous. At least when she can muster up one. Them white women tears are dangerous, honey.
People. So I went out and we're jogging, and I was on the back end of the neighborhood. It's newer construction, and it's dark. There's not many lights back there. A lot of new builds, not homes that are established. And so I'm turning, and I kept telling Rory, she's like wanting to stop, and I'm like, "This isn't an area to stop. Like, let's get through to the main part of the neighborhood." So we got our Christmas music on, and we're jogging, and we're turning the circle, and I can see down our main drag, and I see car lights. And so Mom sensor, I was just like, car. There weren't many cars out, and I just saw those headlights. Just random thought. I was like, car. And so as we're running, I see the headlights behind me. And so I, like any of us have been taught, I think a lot of women have been taught, hey, if you ever, feel unsafe or you feel cars approaching, go to the closest house that is nearby and just pretend that it's yours. So that's exactly what I did. I see headlights. I don't need.
Is she 12? Listen, I understand kidnapping crimes are a thing, okay? But she act like she was walking around in the middle of the hood somewhere in New York City. You were in Ohio, in your neighborhood, walking around, and she was like, if she sees somebody, she's gonna run to the first house and act like it's yours. What? Are you like, what? Are you a teenager? What is happening?
Even look to see what the car looks like. I just see headlights behind me, and I'm like, I got to get us off the street. Didn't even think much of it. So I take my stroller, and I get in the grass and go on the sidewalk, and the car starts to slow.
Right. Why didn't she run to her house? If you're running and you in your neighborhood, why not run on home? Like, what the hell?
Behind us. And which I was like, okay, he's slowing down. So I'm walking forward, and I tell Rory, hey, turn here. And so she turns, and I said, don't look back, but just turn here. And so she has no idea, what I'm doing or why I'm doing it, but she's walking up the sidewalk. And so the car continues to slow. I'm not looking backwards, but then I hear words say.
Do you not realize that instead of just apologizing to the man for the trauma that you have submitted towards him and, you know, running, yelling, screaming for help, putting him in a position of being described as a perpetrator, as chasing you, instead of doing that, she is literally sitting here and justifying everything that she did. Y'all don't see the privilege and the audacity in this?
Can I help you with something? And it wasn't super friendly. It was, and I get it. Like, what are you doing? Like, can I help you?
It wasn't super friendly. If you walking in front of my house at night, I don't care if you got a dog, a kid, or whatever. If you are walking in my gate up my driveway, I'm super friendly. I don't have to be super friendly. This is my house. What the hell you want, lady? This is weird.
You with something, and I was like, oh my gosh, why is this person talking to me? Like, why is he at the bottom of the thing talking to me? And so I don't respond.
Y'all, I have a question for you, chat. If the man was a white man driving a silver truck, do you think she would have been like, why is this man talking to me? Even though she's in front of this man's house, would you think that she would have automatically assumed that that wasn't his house? Let me know in the chat.
Respond, and then I keep walking. And I push the jogger. The garage doors were open. The gates were open to the garage. And I remember thinking, praise God, somebody's home. Praise God, somebody's home. And by this time, I'm like, can you just drive away? Like, this is my house. And so I push my buggy.
Now she's telling the black man to drive away because that's her house, but it was really his house. This is weird. Why you didn't just run home? Lady, you had your 2 kids. I don't understand. I'm still not getting this.
Up into the door just a little bit, and he says, can I help you with something? And I said, nope. And then I take my stroller and I start walking up the sidewalk to the front door. And I remember telling Brian, I'm like, hey, go. So I'm like, now walking down and I'm turning up this driveway, and it says, are you looking for someone? And at this point, he's like further by the driveway. And
basically it's like she's in court and she's pleading her case, and she's building a case, like basically framing the narrative that he's a perpetrator. He looked scary. He wasn't friendly. He asked me, why was I there in his yard? Like, the privilege is insane. She's still not understanding what the issue is. Lady, you tried to insinuate that this man was a criminal and he was in his own yard. Black people have been killed for less. OMG. And then y'all Negroes went and voted for Trump for police immunity. Woo, knowing that she called the police. Y'all know she went across the street and called the police.
No. And he said a second time, are you looking for someone? And so it was becoming a little more stern. And I said, no. And so I'm taking the baby jogger and I am pushing it up the stairs. There's like a couple stairs to get up. So I awkwardly am pushing my jogger up these steps. And at this point, he had backed halfway into the driveway. And so I'm sitting there and I try to keep my cool. I try to keep my calm. You can literally on a video see me heavy breathing in the Ring doorbell. And Rory rings the doorbell and nobody answers. And so I step back and I said, is this your home? And remember, it's dark, the street's not lit well, and I cannot see him well. And he says,
like, wait. I gotta make myself be here for this. Can you imagine asking, and you know it's not your house. Me as a black woman in front of anybody, I'm not gonna, is this your house? Is this your house? Like as if she has ownership of the entire neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, oh my God, this makes me so upset.
He goes, yes. And I said, I don't believe that it is. And he says, this is my house. And I said, I don't think that it is. And at that point,
and she doesn't even realize what a Karen thing that is to do or say. This is what Karens do. Karens claim ownership over the park, over other people's houses, over other people's cars, over what other people do. Like they tell people what to do. We've seen it time and time again. We've seen it happen in Victoria's Secret. We've seen it happen when, you know, all over the world. Like at the end of the day, look up all the Karen activities. This is classic Karenism right here.
the only reason that I said that was because truly the awkward encounter of slowing up behind me, talking to us multiple times. I'm in this frantic state. It's late at night. I got my kids, my 2 babies. The lady at the door is not answering. There's no other homes that are well established. I mean, there's construction. It's a corner house. I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, I'm on the front porch. This truck literally is halfway up the driveway. And I was like, my radar was like, nope, I don't think that this is your house.
And she's literally saying this on her Facebook page and acting like she has every right to ask and question whose house this is. OMG. I thought she was going to make it better. She's making it worse. Y'all know I'm watching this with y'all.
And so I said, I don't believe that this is your house. And so I'm starting to unbuckle cash and I grab and I freak. I go, Rory, run. And so I take off the porch and I literally run as fast as I can, screaming at the top of my lung. I'm getting all these messages. I'm so sorry. Screaming at the top of my lung. I've never, ever, ever screamed the way that I screamed. And I'm running through the front.
I want to show the scream again real quick. I want to show the scream again. Hold on. Where is it? Hold on. File alert. Dang, where you go? I want to show this screen so y'all can understand the levels of this situation. Copy link. Paste. This is the screen. And I'm going to let her finish. But this is the screen.
Did someone come here?
Let me start over. This is the screen. Wait, go back. Go to the screen. It won't rewind. That's what she was ringing his doorbell.
What's going on? Do you live here? Yeah. You do? Papa. I don't believe that. What? I don't believe that. Rory, come on. Rory, come on.
She left the stroller. Now you explain to me how I still can't believe the audacity. Okay, let me finish this video, child.
Front yards of everybody praying that the Ring doorbell would capture us. Finally, to get to a woman's house, I'm bang on the door. And at this point, I'm dialing 911. And I said, can I please come in? And the woman said, yes, come in. And so I'm staying there. I'm talking to the sheriff.
Oh, so she did call the police. She went across the street and called the police, child.
Anything. I was not looking for him to come to my rescue at this point. My husband was going to come. I'm in this woman's house. The door is closed. And I tell the man, he said, do I need to come out? And I just said, no. I said, I was just calling to let you know that this just happened. My husband's not going to come get me.
How many of y'all, by show of hands, call the police and be like, oh, I'm just calling to let y'all know this happened? Like, what? Who gave this lady internet access? What? She was playing case right now. She went across the street. She yelled help running down the street. She left her stroller in the yard. Can you imagine if the police got there and they saw the stroller? If they didn't have it on ring cam footage, I'm sure she would have said something like she told the husband that, the man was chasing her and her kids. She left the stroller in the yard. Okay. So that would have been some type of proof, like he was trying to kidnap the kids or something. It seemed like a big setup to me. And she don't even realize this is a mess.
And he says, he asked me if I want him to come out, and I said no. And so the woman then, I was at her house, she literally asked me and said, she said, I don't know how to ask this. She goes, but was it a black man? Because she goes, it's a black family that lives there. And I said, no, I believe that this is a white man. He was a white man in a truck, a young white man is what I said.
What the hell? She's certifiable. She's certifiable. Just the fact that she just did that just proved that she knew what she was doing. This right here proves that she knew that it was a black man, that she asked this black man. She didn't believe that black man owned that house. She presumed that, ownership of the neighborhood. You don't live here. She went running, screaming for help, went over to the neighbor's house, and now she done concocted this damn story, acting like, oh, it was just a man. I was scared it was a man. No, you were scared that it was a black man. We were right about her. We were right about her. I'm not taking it back.
And she said, okay. She goes, because that's a black family that lives there. And I said, no, I don't think that it was a black man. And then when my husband got there, I stood out front, and we're still trying to get the Ring doorbell footage of me talking to my husband. But he asked me again, he said, what house was it? And I said, it was this house right here. And he goes, are you sure it wasn't a black guy? He goes, because that's a black family. And I said, no, I don't believe that it was a black man.
Y'all don't see the problem with all of the neighbors knowing that a black family lives there too? Like, y'all don't think that's strange? Was it a black person? Because some black people live in that house. Like, what the hell? Like, is this what y'all be talking about at the HOA meetings?
And so we get in the car and we go to pick up the stroller. And I've said this a million times, I have never felt the fear that I had even just pulling up in front of the house when John opened the door to get out of the truck. The amount of I've never went into like fight or flight like that before. And so he gets out of the car and he goes up to the woman's house, and a woman comes out onto the front porch, and she says something along the lines like, did you forget something, or did you leave something? And John laughs and he's like, yes, we did. I'm so sorry. And I get out of the car and I walk up to the woman, and I could not tell her fast enough what had happened. She walks out on the porch, and I jump out of the car, and I said, oh my gosh, yes, there was a man. And John was the one that said a man was following her, chasing her, following her is what I said. I used the word chasing, following me. And so she said, I jumped out of the car and I said, I'm so sorry. I said, literally, I was pretending that your house was my house. I was walking up the driveway, and then I was like turning in. I was pretending that it was yours. And she goes, yeah, that was my husband. And so he ends up coming out, and he's like, I told you this was my house. And at that point, I literally started, I said, I'm so sorry. I said, I am so sorry. And I told him, I said, sorry. I said, I'm so sorry. And then, I said, this is your house. That was my words. I said, I'm so sorry. I said, this is your house. I said, I truly kept thinking like, maybe this is his house. Maybe this is his house. And he says, well, I told you this was your house. And I said, you have to understand. I said, I'm so sorry. I said, it was such an awkward encounter. I said, the truck was like starting to slow behind me. And I'm out here with my little girl and my son. And and it was dark. And he said, but I told you that this was my house. He says, I was driving slow because I was looking at my Christmas lights. And once again, I said, I am so sorry. And they truly, they did not take my apology. And that night,
the comments are saying exactly what you thought it would say. You are a typical white lady. You lie and it caught up with you. The devil works in all ways. Oh, there's somebody on her side saying, stay strong, girl. You have a huge heart. And then somebody else said, just got caught in 4K showing your true colors. You're not sorry. You're embarrassed. Totally different. Take accountability, Karen. And they said, there is no misunderstanding. It's on video. Dead wrong. I think you lack accountability. Please explain it, because if the police were called, you could have gotten someone killed. Do you realize that? There is no massive misunderstanding. We saw the video. Can't hide shit. So they calling her out.
You guys saw on Instagram, I shared the story twice. The only reason that I shared the story is because I was heartbroken and it was a really scary night. I've always shared everything on Instagram. And so that night, after that whole instance happened, I literally was sitting on the steps, first of all, and John kept trying to talk to me. I kept telling him I was so sorry. And I've never, just the panic. I literally could not come down from this like fight or flight. From the time that I was at the woman's house to literally 30 seconds later, telling the woman that I was just followed, to the man stepping out on the front porch and it being his house. It was like all of these different emotions. And so I'm sitting at home, literally like having this meltdown. And I kept telling John I was so sorry. Like I felt really stupid. And so on the way home, I forgot to say that the cop was driving around our neighborhood, and I'm getting all these messages. I'm so sorry. The cop was driving around our neighborhood, and I stopped him. We stopped him, and I jumped over, rolled the window down, and I said, "I am so sorry." I said, I'm so sorry. I said, it was his house. It was a misunderstanding.
So the cops did come, Lord, see.
So sorry. He was like, it's okay. I'm glad everything's fine. I was like, yes, it's fine. So I ended up, we went home. And that night when I got home, I had tears and I was making a cup of coffee. And if you guys know me, I put everything on Instagram. I talk all the time. It was an innocent mistake. I felt really stupid. I absolutely was crushed I felt like they thought I was stupid. I already felt stupid. I truly felt stupid. Like I said to them on the porch, like I kept thinking that maybe this is his house. And then like I'm running and screaming at the top of my lungs. And so, yeah, like I felt dumb for sure. So I went on Instagram in my story. I still have it archived and I like have tears and I'm making a cup of coffee. And I said, I was like, man, you like talk about a night. I'm like, man, my night just completely took a left turn. And I was like, super scared. I was like, I'll have to fill you guys in later. So I went live that night. And then I went live again the next morning. And I have to tell you guys, I have been on social media long enough to know that there's a lot of scrutiny. And
girl. Okay. I'm done. I'm not listening to 10 more minutes of this. I'm done with her. For those of you who just got here, I'm going to listen. I'm going to keep sharing the ring cam video. Hold on. We're going to find this ring cam video one more time. And I'm going to call it a day. Because this ring cam video has gone viral. Where'd it go? Popular. There it is right there. Okay. And here it is right here. Wait a minute. This is what the man looked like. That's what the man looked like right there. She didn't think that was no white man. Okay, she did not. I gave her 20 minutes too much. We ain't got nothing but time. Y'all ain't got to go to work tomorrow. I want to see the whole. I like. Do you live here? Yeah.
You do? Papa. I don't believe that. What? I don't believe that.
So what are you doing here?
Rory, come on. Rory, come on. Hey.
Did someone come here?
That was my wife. Somebody chased her up here. And she had kids.
Who chased her?
She said somebody in a silver truck.
A gray truck. And he came around the corner and I was in the street. And so I come up and I see my kids. And so I'm like gonna pretend that I'm coming home. And so I pull up and I start walking to your back gate. And he stops here and he goes, "Are you looking for someone?" And I said, nope. And then he sat here, and I was like, I need to get in.
Well, that's my husband. That's why.
Hold on, what the rest of it, child? I need to see the rest of it before we go. We already seen it, but we trying to see it again. There you go. Jeez.
This man no one make what.
Okay. Damn. I wanted to see the whole thing. Oh well. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. Like this video. Come on in here. We got some more topics. I'm gonna be on for a while. Hold on. Here it is. The rest of it.
Did someone come here?
That was my wife. Somebody chased her up here. And she had kids.
Who chased her?
She said somebody in the
There was a
silver
guy
truck.
in a gray truck, and he came around the corner, and I was in the street. And so I come up and I my kids, and so I'm like gonna pretend that I'm coming home. And so I pull up and I start walking to your back gate, and he stops here and he goes, "Are you looking for someone?"
She had a whole story.
Nope. And then he sat here, and I was like, I need to get in.
Well, that's my husband. That's why he lives here. Yeah. He lives here. So he came in and he said, there's a lady screaming. And I'm like, that's.
She got all worried. So
Scared the crap out of me.
How?
I'm so sorry.
How did he scare you though?
I just seen her in the driveway and I was like, are you looking for somebody? Because I was pulling up at
And I saw someone walking in our driveway too. And I'm like, why is someone walking in our driveway?
Well, I'm sorry.
Did someone come here?
all right, sorry.
What? She said that they're talking from there.
You came this way, didn't you?
No, I came down this street right here.
Yeah.
And I was riding slow because I'm looking at our Christmas lights.
Well, you just have to understand my point of view. Being by myself with two kids, I just saw a car coming, and so I was like, "Oh, it scared me," and so I just pulled up here, and I kept thinking, "This could be his house," but you didn't say, "This is my home." You just said, "Are you looking?" And I was like,
I did. When you was on the porch, you asked me, did I live here? I said, yeah.
And you said, no, you don't.
And you said, I don't think you do.
It was obviously you could tell that I was really caught off guard.
Like I'm pulling in my, it's like I'm pulling in my house. Like this is not this neighborhood is probably one of the best neighborhoods in Ohio. You don't have to worry about stuff like that.
Well, I'm very sorry. I really hope that you're not upset with me.
Come on, baby, go in the house. Let's go.
You told me that I didn't. You said you didn't think I lived here.
Wait, that you were talking. I was so caught off guard. I'm so sorry. Wait, that you were talking. I was so caught.
Yeah, well, anyway, moving on. Like this video, please. Thank you. Like this video. Okay. Speaking of people who also cry wolf, child. Y'all know I always be calling out colorist Claudia Jordan. And now listen, Amanda Seales is now the new Claudia Jordan, okay? Because someone sent me this link for Amanda Seales basically blaming Black women for her being dragged online. And I'm like, why is it that all of these biracial people blame Black women? First they say they Black, then they say they're not Black because, you know, it's the Black women that are dragging them. I'm confused, okay? So here she is. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. Posted this video of Amanda Seales right after she dragged another Black woman, Nene Leakes, for her looks for whatever reason. She got on her platform here and said she receives the most hate from Black women. Okay. Yes, colorist Claudia the colorist. Now we got Amanda Seales doing the exact same thing. Because remember when when Claudia said something similar? Let's listen.
For the troll so that she can feel seen. So this is Nicola 369 Sehmet or whatever.
And first of all, y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer in Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. We are researching.
That Mark Lamont Hill is a lamestream reject, and so are you. Neither of you do the real work. Don't play with me. We will flood this matrix. The funny thing about all of this is that I'm sure this is a Black woman. And my literal PSA later in the show, is about how Black women come for me more than anybody else.
I have a question. I'm a black woman, and I always talk about, black women, black men, whatever online. I don't assume that everybody dragging me is a black woman. Hell, half the time it be gay men. So I'm trying to figure out, why is it that these content creators can look in their comment section and see that it is black women dragging you? Where is it? Half of y'all don't even have no pictures. Y'all got pictures of flowers and clouds and stuff. So that we just gonna decide that it's black women dragging her. I'm confused.
In the most disgusting of ways. Like, it ain't these racist folks that be coming at me. I don't even care. The Zionists,
how it's plenty of black fishing on the internet. Remember, because I called out all about the tea. That lady Monica over there was a whole white lady pretending to be an avatar, and y'all was thinking it was a black lady. It's a lot of other black people, these faceless YouTube channels. I can't even call, they be tea channels and they faceless, right? And they be a black woman saying, and yeah, this is the tea. It's white people, okay, making money off of black news. And here she is up here blaming the comment section like she don't know that it could be white people dragging her ass just like it could be blacks.
Tried to ruin my life. But it's the black women that blow my mind, because the vehemence with which they choose not to hear what the hell I'm saying is always beyond me. No, you did say me. Don't come now. Don't.
You're right, but she could drag another black woman. She could talk about Nene and talk about Nene has what did she say? Body dysmorphia. She went and self-diagnosed that lady, honey. Random.
Throw your rocks and hide your hand. Don't do that, Nicola. Don't play that game with me. You just sat up here and said neither of you do the real work. And now you want to take a moment for the troll so that she can feel seen.
Anyway,
so this is Nicola.
Moving on. I just thought that was interesting that we got another Claudia Jordan moment, and she want to drag black women. Then the comment section. Hold on, let me look at this comment section real quick. Because this was a while ago. Y'all know I'm a little late. It was a couple of weeks ago. Oh, look at House of Aaron said her audience is black women. So yeah, we don't know that. We don't know what her audience is. I'm not watching her. So can we please wrap this they do that and that to me rhetoric up by 2025? There's a much better way forward. Okay. Somebody else said this is really sad that the same thing she is accusing others of, she is doing it as well. The sad part is she really doesn't see it. No self-awareness or accountability. Okay. Miss McPherson said, I swear we don't be thinking about Amanda. Truth Hurt says sometimes the problem really is you. Millie Buck said, I mean, if your entire audience is majority black, then yes, your supporters and critics may share that same race. That's true, but how does she know it's black women? That is my problem. How can you just assume black women get blamed for everything? Every single thing we get blamed for. Okay. Shout out to all y'all in the chat, 1600 counting Facebook. Y'all go ahead and like this video. Please, thank you. Let me know what y'all think about Amanda Seales, honey, and her blaming black women for dragging her online all the time. Let me know. Is it the black women or is it just everybody dragging her? Hell, is it her entire audience dragging her? Because it seems to me that every time Amanda Seales comes online, everybody's dragging her for stuff that comes out of her mouth. Same thing with Colorist Claudia. You don't realize you say the things, okay? People have opinion about the things that you say, just like you have opinions about the things that other people say. And then when people give their opinions on you, all of a sudden you want to play victim. Oh my God, everybody's dragging me. I don't understand. I'm the smartest person online. How dare you question what I have to say? Moving on, like this video. Like this video. Speaking of somebody who always crying. Speaking of somebody who you said never heard of her. That's what Nene said. Never heard of her. Who is this lady talking about my nose? Why she look like that? Why she not combing her hair? Why she got fake dreads this week? What is going on? She got fake dreads one week. Next week, she don't listen. She don't know what she want to be, child. She want to be a Rastafarian this week. Anyway, moving on. Who else is on? Oh, okay. Y'all sent me this. It was listen, y'all. I don't be over here on Tosh K. We supposed to be fake beefing. I'm beefing with Tosh K. Okay, let me go ahead and say the beef is over. Unwind with Tasha K. Who tagged me in this? Was it? Oh, okay. Okay. So apparently, I don't know if this is a new video or old video, but you know I'm gonna talk about it because I brought it to your attention when T.S. Manhands Madison. T.S. Manhands Madison was in that bathroom back in the day, and that lady was going through something. She was bleeding to death. She might have been hemorrhaging. She might have had fibroids. It could have been anything. He went in the female bathroom and got mad that he saw a big old maxi pad. And now y'all start coming up with the narrative that it was bloody, it was this, it was that, it was disgusting. But it was none of that when he came out. He didn't say anything about blood, okay? Nothing. He said a big ass maxi pad as if he had never seen a maxi pad before, which he probably hadn't because he don't need one, okay? He never need one. So hold on, let me put this picture let me put my description of T.S. Madison up here. Shout out to Grok for providing these lovely images. That picture right there is hilarious. Hold on. Oh Lord, wait a picture. Let me share. Let me share the screen. Let me share. Oh Lord. So back in the day, I don't even remember what it was. It was a couple of years ago. I did a video where I was basically telling y'all, showed y'all that T.S. Madison had went live and was calling this woman, said, there go that bitch right there. She had this big old maxi pad in the bathroom, okay? And I was calling him out about it. And people was like calling me transphobic, like, why are you being transphobic, calling him a him? He is a him. If you're going to go in the women's bathroom and like try to demean a woman for having her cycle in the truck stop of a women's bathroom, you don't know what this woman was going through. And so, yeah, of course he's going to, say those types of things. Of course he's gonna, like, every time he tries to drag me, talk about my vagina. Of course. When I talk about him, do I talk about his big meaty manhood? Do I talk about his shitty booty? Do I talk about the feces that's under them talons that he wears? Because he ain't wiping his ass and not getting no poop up under there. You know it, okay? Because that ass is humongous. Okay. Anyway, I'm digressing. But Tasha found another video yet again of this man in a women's bathroom, and he had something to say about use the bathroom. Like, first of all, I don't care who use the bathroom. Like, we all gotta poop, we all gotta pee. Who gives a fuck? Okay. I ain't telling nobody where they gotta go. Okay. But at the end of the day, don't come in the women's bathroom dictating, what women do, and you're not even a woman. If you're standing up to pee, go over there to the urinals. We don't have no urinals in the girls' room. Okay. So here is what he had to say. According to Tasha K, T.S. Madison threatened to fight a woman in a women's bathroom over complaints about his presence. Okay. Tasha K said T.S. Madison was threatening to fight a woman in a public restroom. Manhands, who is transgender, directed his anger towards what he called a fish, slang for biological woman, saying he wouldn't hesitate to get physical if she complained about his presence in the bathroom. Let's hear what he said, honey.
Anyway, girl, I had to use the bathroom when I came in the store or whatever. So I bust off in the bathroom. It was like 4 fish in the bathroom. Now, I don't know the laws down here in Fredericksburg.
4 fish in the bathroom. 4 fish in the bathroom. Why he always talking about fish? I don't understand. He ain't fish.
Virginia. But I'm going to tell you something. I don't give a fuck what you hoes know or what you hoes think you know. Like, some of y'all think that y'all know everybody tea. Or
you a hoe, you a fish, you everything but a her, okay? You are everything but a her, but he expect us to call him a her and respect his pronouns. Bitch, please.
What goes on between everybody? But I tell you what, I know y'all try to play that bathroom law.
Did he say he don't care about what going on in between people's legs? And he got nerve to talk about me all the time, talk about I smell like a crab boil. He ain't never been touched the hem of my garment. He has never even been in the same room with me to even smell my perfume. Like, how dare he? Oh, look at that cock eye. Look at that cock eye. Look, one eye big and one eye little. Who knew Mr. Tim eyes was messed up like that?
But if any one of you hoes knock on that stall and tell me that I got to get out there because I'm a man, I'm gonna whoop y'all hoes right there in the bathroom. If you don't believe nothing I tell you, believe that. I'm gonna whoop y'all hoes right there in that bathroom. There's a lot of things you ain't got to worry about. Caitlyn's gonna say she's transformed, honey, she still like women. Baby, I ain't never liked women sexually. Never. I have never had a woman. Never wanted to be with a woman, honey. I respect and love all women because of what they are.
How you respect women and you've been calling them bitches and fish?
So please believe when I come in the bathroom with you, I gotta be. I'm not thinking about your pussy. I'm not trying to look under the stall at your I'm not thinking about that. That ain't crossed my mind one time. And see y'all trying to get these laws and stuff passed or whatever. This how I feel. Make a separate bathroom. If you feel some type of way, bitch, make a separate bathroom, honey, for the girls or whatever. Just put on the bathroom. Put on the bathroom all. That's just what you do. Put all on the motherfucking bathroom. Because I'm gonna tell you always run up on me and in the bathroom talking about some man. I'm before y'all leave up out of there, y'all gonna have a well whooped ass in the bathroom. I promise you that.
Torn 22. Why don't he go into the men's bathroom and whoop their ass? Why don't he go in the men's bathroom and beat them up? Why is it that we gotta welcome everybody in our bathroom? See, he can't exert that control over there in the men's room. He can't do that, but he can come over to the women's room because the misogyny. He's big, he's burly, he's filled with testosterone, and he feel like he can beat up women and assume his dominance because that is what men do in the women's room. No, honey. If I see you in the bathroom with me, I'm calling the popo hoe. I'm calling the popo hoe. Yes, and I'm pulling the video. I'm gonna show the police the video footage of this nigga talking about he is going to fight women in the women's bathroom. You are a danger, sir. You are a danger to women everywhere. If you go in the bathroom and somebody look at you and clock you, which you are easily clockable, okay? Them big ass bumps in your cheeks, them big ass lumps behind you. Look at anybody can look at you and tell you's a nigga. Makeup you put on, and I don't have how much glue is on your lace front. We know, honey, we can smell the testosterone as soon as you walk in the room. You do not have to spray all that cologne and perfume on. We know you's a dude. That is what biology is. The chemistry is going to come out. We know it's you. We know. But anyway, I'm digressing. I really dislike this person, really do. Honestly, I don't even know that dude. I'm serious. Never met him, never seen him. He was mad at me for that, because I broke the tea about him stealing from Kaya back in the day, child. Always threatening to fight somebody, just mad because nobody was saying what he wanted, them to say. Then he get online, got on the whole conference call, got the whole YouTube against me, child. He got Tasha K against me. He got Junkie Dineva was already against me. That didn't take much. That's why he couldn't stand me. I didn't even know him and Junkie knew each other, but Junkie was still mad from me kicking him out, evicting him and calling him out on his drug use and him being a junkie. And so when the whole T.S. Madison thing happened, then he hated me because Junkie hated me. Then he had to call the Lovely Tees. He had to call the Armand Wiggins. He had to call, yes, child, when they team up against you, you that bitch, honey. You are that bitch. But shout out to T.S. Man Hands, okay? Go ahead and use the men's bathroom, okay? Anytime you feel like it, go ahead and use the urinal. Listen, threaten to beat them up over there, okay? You talk about, I heard somebody say he was like, you don't want me in the bathroom with your man. Go ahead. We don't mind. Go ahead and do whatever you got to do in the men's bathroom, okay? Have a good old time in the men's bathroom. Anyway, moving on, like this video. Now, I'm going to give y'all 30 seconds to like this video while I pull up the next story. I told y'all we ain't got nothing to time. I'm back. Nene Leakes, honey. Y'all know Nene is doing the dang thing. She was hosting one of the gay pride events in Atlanta this past weekend, and she was out there. Hold on, let me see what's in her stories now. Shout out to Freddie O. So Nene is in the closet posing. What's she posing? What she got on, child? Okay, I see you, girl. Okay, shout out to the elevator. Okay, shout out to all the selfie videos. Shout out to the filter. Nene and her filters, y'all is not gonna listen. Y'all is not gonna take her filters from her. She moved her face, the filter moved too, but it looks amazing. Okay, y'all can be mad. She was like, "Be mad, stay mad." Okay, Nene said on Tamron Hall, she is the filter. Okay, she said she is the filter. That is her. On at Gay Pride. Hold on, is there some more pictures? Hold on, I'm gonna find them. Hold on. Like this video. Okay, here's some more. Shout out to Freedom. Freedom got all the pictures. Well, actually, Freddie O got all the pictures, but I see them on Freedom's page because I can't find them nowhere else. So Freedom is Nene's makeup artist. He's also the makeup artist that got into it with Drew. Okay. But there's Nene at the club, at Opium Nightclub. Shout out to Freddie O for the pics. Okay. Nene looked amazing. Okay. Listen, what filter? What filter? Okay. They go big sexy. Look, everybody's pictures filter. Everybody's skin is smooth as a baby's bottom. Okay. There go Nene again at the club with the gas. Okay, with the gas. What they doing? It ain't got no sound. Okay. Twerk, 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 twerk. They go Freddie. Hey, Freddie. Okay, they taking pictures of everybody. Oh, I'm very rich, bitch. Okay, bring me a bottle, honey. You better bring me a bottle if I'm at the club. There go Nene posing with the gas. Okay, posing with the gas. I live. Okay. 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 Brent was there with his Pooh Shiesty mask on playing bodyguard. Okay. Shout out to Brent Leakes, new daddy, Brent Leakes, honey. The baby is adorable. Congratulations, Brent. They're going to Nene signing autographs. People still sign autographs. Oh, then they got the real pictures, honey. Yes, sign the autographs. Yes, I live. Okay. Hey, Freedom. I see you. Okay. What else going on? What do people say? Okay. All right. Look at Freddie. Okay. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Let me look in the tag. Oh, Freddie O. Okay, I know it was Freddie O. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Okay, the pictures was amazing. Nene's new podcast dropped the other day. It has a lot of people, were first critical of it. I am one. I am still a bit critical. I was feeling ways about Sierra and cutting her off. And I'm like, I want to hear the story. Why you won't let Nene finish the story? But it's not just Nene's podcast, it's both of their podcasts, and I understand they both need to speak. Now, let me see if I got another clip of Me and My Homegirl. Like this video, please, and thank you. Gosh, they didn't even put. They should have put some of it over here. Why they didn't put none of it over there? Now I gotta go to X to find it. Hold on, Nene. Media. Ooh. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm trying to find this podcast, honey. And I don't see. Oh, there's a clip right there.
My husband Greg came.
Okay, here's a clip of it right here. I don't even know what this clip is about, but I'm going to play this clip and then I'm going to share what I think about everything else. Okay. This is 2 minutes long. Okay. Like this video, like this video, like this video. I hope they talking about something good in this podcast because it doesn't, in this clip, because it don't even say what they talking about. But we're going to figure it out. Hold on.
husband Greg came home, and our son Brent, who's in here somewhere today, he was a little boy, and Greg and I had an argument, like in that moment while the girl was there. Like it was just a natural argument. We was kind of getting smart with each other, throwing a little shade because people didn't know what shade was.
Oh, this was she was talking about how she was picked for the Housewives, and how when she was auditioning for something, you know, the casting director came to her house, and so they were throwing shade at each other, and you know, the rest is history. Let's listen.
Back then. And after that, she left. But before she got out of my gate, she called me. She said, "Oh my God, you were amazing. Who are your friends, girl?" I said, "Well, I have this white girlfriend named Kim Zolciak. I'm friends with Sheree Whitfield. I'm friends with Deshaun Snow." I gave all of their names, and they cast all of them. They told me, they said,
trying to act like they don't even know you.
"Bitch, you don't feel me now?"
And you was the
Not the girls don't even know you now, honey. They do be acting like that now. They do. Okay, when she was going through her trials and tribulations, nobody wanted to even mention her name. Even Marlo, honey, because Marlo was getting her Real Housewives of Atlanta check. She wasn't even paying no attention to Nene. Then now that Nene got a settlement, all of a sudden Kenya ringing the phone, ring, ring, ring. I need to figure out what's going on because I've been fired. I've been mistreated. What do I do?
The one who dropped these bitches' names.
Did you hear what I just said? Say it one more time.
You said I got a friend named Kim Zolciak.
There you
I
go.
got a friend named
Sheree
Whitfield. I got a friend named
Deshaun Snow. Deshaun Snow. Eric Snow's wife. They were in the NBA at that time. And then I'm
gonna need Sierra to do her homework. She don't even know who was on the show. We know the legendary Deshaun Snow. Shout out to Deshaun. Hold on, did I click the button?
I told them they met Sheree, they met Deshaun, they met Kim Zolciak, and then they said to me, "Well, we already like this girl named Lisa Wu Hartwell."
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any of these ladies?
There she go, interrupting. Sierra, stop interrupting. Nene wasn't interrupting you when you was talking. Let her finish the story. The story was good too. She was getting hyped. She was getting ready to tell us something. She said, "Lisa Wu." Then all of a sudden, here comes Sierra. Hold on. I got a question. No, don't ask no question.
Named Lisa Wu Hartwell.
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any of these ladies on a retainer?
Excuse me?
A retainer?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna need all these bitches to come up, and I'm gonna need
all
y'all bitches.
Sierra was a little drunk. Sierra was a little tipsy. Sierra had drank that whole glass of whatever that was, and she was eating the pineapples and oranges and apples that was at the bottom of the glass. I guess it was sangria. I don't know what it was, but child, she was smacking on the grapes and the fruit and stuff. It's like, Sierra, calm down. Y'all don't need no more cocktails. If you're gonna do cocktails, y'all need to go and do shots at the beginning. Okay, just do shots at the beginning. You don't need to be drinking throughout the show.
To give my girl her motherfucking credit and everything else that's due to her. I don't even care, because you know I'm a real hood bitch, and I ain't never tried to play
I don't need nothing though.
Hold on, wait,
you know what?
No, you don't need.
No, I don't need anything. I want you to get this.
Nene was sober because I think she's celebrating dry January with the rest of us because we drank the hell out of December, honey. But yeah, she look, her glass still full that I can tell right now. And Sierra probably on her third one. Look at it.
I'm a real hood bitch, and I ain't never tried to play.
I don't need nothing though.
Hold on, wait.
You know what?
No, you don't need.
No,
nothing.
I don't need anything. I want you to get this.
You don't need nothing. But let me say something.
But okay, I just want to get
because I ain't never had to play nice to be a bitch friend to get no money. Y'all hoes stand up and stay straight. And when y'all talk about what y'all
living for the, I got living for the ghetto. Y'all hoes stand up. Yeah. It's such a train wreck that is funny. I need the train wreck in my life right now. Okay, I need the train wreck in my life. This is funny as hell. Hold on. I gotta go back.
It's to be a bitch friend to get no money. Y'all hoes stand up and stay straight. And when y'all talk about what y'all got and y'all accolades, don't forget to mention my bitch. Don't forget to mention my homegirl. Fuck is wrong with y'all?
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So listen.
And who else?
But then the producers told me they had been interviewing this girl named Lisa Wu Hartwell, and that they really liked her, and that they would bring her in. So I did not refer Lisa Wu Hartwell. The producers had already met her prior to, and they were telling me about her. They told me. Me and Sheree, Greg, Bob, Whitfield. At the time, Sheree.
I'm like, we trying to hit a story, girl. You keep interrupting. We done listen. I'm trying. We got the Lisa Wu Hartwell, and what is Sierra talking about, child?
They would bring her in. So I did not refer Lisa Wu Hartwell. The producers had already met her prior to, and they were telling me about her. They told me and Sheree, Greg, Bob, Whitfield at the time.
Did she say who was your friend? I couldn't even hear her. Sierra, enunciate. Speak up. Nene is projecting her voice. Project. She did the same thing when she was on Angela Yee and Tamara Hall and the Breakfast Club. We couldn't hear her. Sierra, speak up.
Me and Sheree, Greg, Bob Whitfield. At the time, Sheree was married to Bob Whitfield.
Why they be acting like you they don't even know you now, or they be acting so like weird?
Me and Sheree known each other.
These people have walked right past.
That's all I'm gonna play for y'all. But yes, Sierra did continue to interrupt. Nene did tell a lot of good stories. Sierra told some good stories. I don't know much about Sierra, but she did talk about her butt job, her back alley butt shots, and how it's messing up her legs. And if it's messing up Sierra legs, can you imagine what it's doing to T.S. Man hands? OMG, that's gotta be hell. Them legs be hurting, them little bitty legs. Then your butt, the silicone dripping down your butt. Because she said that's why Kate What's-Her-Face and Black China, Angela White, was getting nails removed and stuff. So she was saying she had to get her removed. She talked about how she doesn't get along with her sisters and her mama, and she was like a money pit for them. Like she supported her whole family. And what else did she say? Oh, and Nene kind of mentioned her family, and I was like, they skated over there because Sierra was too busy talking. I'm trying to get the tea. I'm trying to get the tea. Nene talked about her aunt and how her aunt raised her. And at some point, I thought she was about to say like why, because her mom had her brother and her sister. I don't know. Anyway, she was staying with her aunt in Athens, and then she talked about her aunt as she was aging. She was taking care of her aunt when she got older, and she had put her aunt in the home, and she had to move her aunt. And then Sierra interrupted, and then the conversation got diverted again, and we never found out what happened to the aunt and why. So yeah, I feel like you've heard the story. We probably heard the story before. You're right. But because it's a podcast and because it's being introduced to a new audience, and because, Sierra's audience might not necessarily be Nene's audience, and Nene's audience might not be Sierra's audience, I think at some point, them coming together is a good thing. Also, you said it's a weird collaboration. It is, but I was saying this in my previous live that sometimes, older mentoring someone younger in the same industry is a good thing. They're both in reality television. Nene has been in it longer, even though she's been off for, a few years or whatever, but she's back in the game now. And perhaps, she's mentoring Sierra on how to navigate that space. I'm not mad at that aspect of it, but I don't know. You said it's not gonna work. Why you don't think it's not gonna work? She got better halfway through to the end. Okay, but we got a part 2 coming up. Hopefully, we get to see, what's going on. Towards the end, I think Sierra was talking about, she's been married 2 or 3 times or something, and is she about to get married again? And so she was like asking Nene if she was gonna come to the wedding, and she said she would. And she was like, even if it's filmed for Love and Hip Hop, and Nene was like, well, I don't have to be filmed, do I? And so it was interesting because I've always told you that the two does not mix. In Atlanta, Housewives is supreme. Okay, when it comes to all these reality shows in Atlanta, they do not mix and mingle with the peasants. I don't mean that they are peasants, but at the end of the day, you won't see the Housewives on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. You might, you won't see Love and Hip Hop on the Housewives. I think Candy might have been on there once, twice, but Candy do what she want to do. But anyway, yeah, so it's interesting. It is very interesting. You said Cynthia's podcast is a weird combination as well, but it's an okay show. Man, I couldn't listen to Cynthia about herself, much less with somebody else. I don't know, but I'm digressing. It'll be short-lived, but I'm enjoying seeing Nene while it lasts. Y'all support them. They are funding the podcast on their own. They don't have no big sponsorship package yet. It probably will come, after y'all show some interest in it. So y'all support them. Y'all go and subscribe to the channel. What's the channel? The channel is Me and My Homegirl Podcast. Hold on, pull it up for y'all so y'all know what it is. They probably gonna have more subscribers than me in a minute. Me and My Homegirl Podcast. Here it is, right here. Episode 1 is up right now. Episode 2 might be coming up soon. Okay, see, I'm subscribed. Okay, so y'all go and subscribe. Okay, y'all go and subscribe. Like this video, please, and thank you. Like this video. Now, who is next? Since Nene brought up, she introduced Kim. I'm not gonna play nobody cam footage, I promise, because we played enough of that just the other day. You said they are going to have some celebrity guests. That's what they said. That's what they said. All these podcasts, and none of them are consistent. Child, but listen, people really have to be invested. It is a job. It is work. You know, y'all see me on here. I've been doing this for years. I don't know if this is a podcast or not, but you know, at the end of the day, like, you know, you got to show up. And so a lot of them don't want to put the work in. They just, you know, feel like success should come as easily as television, and it doesn't. So they have to continue to be consistent, and hopefully she will be consistent. I wanted her to continue to do her own YouTube page because her YouTube channel was doing pretty good, but I can't tell people what to do on their own stuff. Okay. Moving on. Like this video, please, and thank you. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section about Sierra and Nene's podcast. Do you love it? Do you hate it? If you're gonna rate, if you watched it and you want to rate it from 1 to 10, what would you give it? With 10 being the best, 1 being the worst? Let me know. How do you rate their first podcast? Now, while y'all doing that, KK Kim Zolciak, child. Kim Zolciak and Croy, you know, they've been, you know, we saw the last body cam footages that were released. You know, we still reeling about that, but now people are saying that it's a mess. Kim has been accusing Croy of taking everything from the mansion. Now, this is according to Yahoo News. It says it shouldn't be shocking to anyone. Kim and Croy's move out has been mayhem. Of course, there's more police body cam footage than we can muster up. I mean, it's so many. The Real Housewives of Atlanta and Don't Be Tardy alums each got their own rental pads after their Milton, Georgia mansion hit the auction block and was sold. It almost seemed like an end to the chaos was in sight. However, police responded again. Why they call it Chateau No Do? Last month, when Kim accused Croy of stealing a bunch of stuff and Croy blocked the moving truck. I'll say we saw all that. Okay. Croy, meanwhile, counted that Kim was trying to take things she had no claim. Okay, so we saw all that. Moving on from that, even though the house has been sold in foreclosure, Kim still has a lot of debt. Okay. Shout out to Collider. They are saying that Kim's debt is way worse than you can ever imagine. Can you listen? Kim allegedly has a gambling problem, probably a drinking problem. She done spent all Croy's money. She don't have no money. She got repos. Okay, they still looking for the Bentley. Okay, the Rolls Royce. She owe American Express. She owe Target. People are literally hunting Kim down for their money. Now, according to Collider, Kim Zolciak's money problems are even worse than fans think. Hold on, let me read this. I'm gonna leave a picture up for y'all. Zolciak has been working with the law firm Snyder & Snyder, and her lawyer, Rachel Snyder, filed a lien against her former home, which was in foreclosure. Now, in a new report from In Touch Weekly, it is detailed how many lawyers and people have actually issued a lien on Zolciak and her husband, Croy Bierman's home. Hold on, let me look at the In Touch. Hold on, In Touch, Croy Bierman. Hold on. Not them got a list. Not In Touch got a list, honey. Hold on, we gonna switch this to In Touch. I'm going to all the articles. It says Kim Zolciak's massive 5-figure debt to lawyers. Oh, get off my screen thing. As the divorce rages on, they have been trying this divorce. What is all these ads? This divorce has been going on way too long, honey. Way too long. Divorce lawyers placed a lien against her Georgia mansion over unpaid legal fees. In Touch can exclusively report. According to official records obtained by In Touch, the law firm Snyder and Snyder PC, along with attorney Rachel Snyder, filed an attorney's lien against Kim's 7-bedroom, 11-bath home. Kim, 46, and her estranged husband Croy listed the home for $6 million in October following their split. The home has sat on the market for months with no bites. The couple slashed the price multiple times in an effort to attempt buyers. The couple has moved out of the home as the bank moves forward with the foreclosure. Attorney's lien claims Kim owes Snyder and Snyder a total of $55,143 as of October 25th. The firm said the amount owed is for work done on Kim's divorce from Croy. The lien will allow the firm to collect on the $55,000 owed once the home is sold. Snyder and Snyder filed a separate lien against the property for over $77,000 owed earlier this year. Damn. That's 70, 80, 90, 110, 20. That's 125. That's $132,000. The debt seems to have decreased since the first filing. Another attorney from a separate law firm, David Boudry, also filed an attorney's lien against the property. Dang, over $33,000 owed by Kim. The liens have yet to be released and remain active in Georgia. Like, how is it that all of these are Kim's liens? What about Croy? Croy been paying his attorney and Kim hasn't? I'm confused. I am so confused. Shout out to Paige for 46 months said Kim is a whole lot flaming mess. Okay. Not shame on y'all who say she should be out back on RHOA. Not me. Not me. That's why it took so long to sell so many liens. Okay. Not called Sweetie. Sweetie is doing her damn thing. I heard Sweetie was married. Anyway, let me move on. The liens have yet to be released. Kim and Croy have yet to settle their nasty divorce. The couple have been in and out of court since May 2023. Jesus. What else is going on? At the time, Kim and Croy filed separate divorce petitions demanding support and primary custody of their minor children. The split turned ugly quick. Kim accused Croy of smoking marijuana and demanded he be drug tested. Kim's lawyer said his client has seen Croy smoking marijuana and she has serious concerns for the safety and well-being of the minor children. Listen, Croy needed that marijuana dealing with Kim's ass. He about to get put out of his house, which he did. He had to get a real job. Listen, Croy, get you some edibles too, child. You need some. I don't even like Croy like that. It says she is fearful that the children will be exposed to Croy's drug use. Croy denied the accusations. He accused Kim of having a problem with spending money and gambling. He asked that Kim be ordered to submit to a psychological evaluation. So she accusing him of drug use, and he accusing her of having a gambling problem. They both are ghetto, okay? The ex-NFL star claimed Kim had been spending substantial time and marital funds on gambling and other games of chance. His lawyer said this compulsion has financially devastated the parties. Kim's time is so consumed with online gambling that she is unable to properly care for the children. Kim denied the claims. The duo dismissed divorce petitions months later and decided to work on their marriage. The reconciliation didn't last long. We don't care about that because we know they ain't together because we just watched their body cam footage. On top of the court drama, the couple have called police numerous times to complain about the other's behavior, yada, yada, yada. The fight is ongoing. I'm tired of them. I want them to go ahead and be divorced. I want Croy to move on, get him a new white woman. He need to marry that other Karen that was crying over that black man. Sounds about like his type. Okay. You said she definitely needs a psych evaluation. She is too impulsive and is a habitual liar. Okay. Oh, Croy, take it out. What? Wait a minute. Croy, go get you a real black woman. No, we don't need we don't want Croy over here. Leave him over there. Croy needs to go back to Montana and take the kids with him because Kim financially can't take care of those kids. Croy got a job in Georgia. He can't go. He can't go. Remember, his family don't mess with him like that no more. So he can't go. Moving on. Like this video, please and thank you. Like this video. Last but not least, I'm gonna talk about Wendy Williams real quick. Really quick. How do y'all feel about Wendy Williams and her latest attempt at getting media coverage for her conservatorship? Are y'all like buying it? Are y'all like, I don't know what to think, because it's like, why all of a sudden is it this big media push? Okay, let me go on the Breakfast Club, let me go on the Wendy Show, let me go on Don Lemon, let me go on Jason Lee. She went on all these gay men's channels like I said earlier, and just to tell them, that she don't have, she's been stripped of her financial freedom. She wants to show everybody that she is cognizant, that she is able to properly think and enunciate her words. But her attorneys have actually come forward and said that, just as anything, she has good and bad days. They said she still has front temporal dementia or whatever. Maybe I'm getting that wrong, but they said she still has that. But some days she's good, some days she's bad, but each day they have her in some type of home. Now, Harvey actually spoke out, which was interesting. Hold on. Harvey Levin, and he said that he had a 90-minute phone call with her, and it raised some serious questions over the guardianship. Now, according to Harvey Levin, he says she seems fine to him and that she sounds like the same person she was 10 years ago and is not showing a hint of disability. Oh no. Let me pull up one of these. Let me pull up the Breakfast Club. Let's go over there first, since that was the first place she went. The Breakfast Club Instagram. Like this video, y'all. Like this video. So here is Wendy Williams on being trapped in a conservatorship. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer, Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for fair use. We are researching. Now, here's her appearance on Charlamagne's on the Breakfast Club, and she her and her niece Alex discuss Wendy's current situation of being trapped in a conservatorship. They said the system is broken and hashtag Free Wendy has been trending. Here is what she had to say.
Currently trapped in a conservatorship. If you don't know what a conservatorship is, it's when someone is in charge of making decisions on your behalf, and usually because the conservatee is not able to make decisions for themselves. Wendy can make her own decisions. She is not cognitively impaired. She is not incapacitated. She is being taken advantage of.
So, I mean, she got Charlamagne on his side. Look at everybody in the chat. Free Wendy, free Wendy. This could happen to any of our loved ones. It's like the movie I Care a Lot. Let's get the word out. This is probably some higher ups using their powers, as we know from being Wendy Williams fans. Okay, let's listen.
Right. Wendy
impaired, you know what I'm saying? No, but I feel like I am in prison. You understand what I'm saying? I'm in New York City, right? And Alex, you know exactly what you're talking about. You flew from Miami to New York, and you were right here with me. Go ahead.
She's letting her niece talk. They say she's allowing her niece to explain certain situations because she legally can't. But I don't know. Let's listen.
He's there in New York, in this place, essentially like what some would call a luxury prison. This is her room. That's like the apartment. And you know this, not Wendy, because you're there. It's small. She has a bed, a chair, a TV, a bathroom, and she's looking out one window.
And excuse me, through my money, you know, I had this person buy the TV, you know, the kind of TV I like, through this person, because all of my stuff is in storage. You understand what I'm saying?
I feel bad for her, from you being like a millionaire and then you having to stay in some sort of home. What is this, an old folks home or something? Surrounded by people you don't know. You got what, a bathroom and like a 1-bedroom little room. She went from a penthouse to that. I don't know. I don't know. I feel away.
Everything's in storage. And by the way, that was to sell my apartment. But anyway.
Is the person your guardian? Is that who you're referring to, your guardian?
Yes.
Well, you know, Sabrina Morrissey is her name. A&E Network and Lifetime were sued by Sabrina. She claims they exploited you in a vulnerable state. They exploited your condition. And I'm putting.
So do y'all think that Wendy probably set all of this up before her divorce situation, so that, you know, in the event that something did happen to her, her assets were protected, and now it's kind of like backfiring on her? That's what it feels like to me. It feels like, you know, during the time she was at her peak, that she set up some things, you know, to go into motion, and now that, you know, things have cleared up, the divorce is final, she don't have to worry about Kevin, you know, coming after her money. Now it's like she wants to get out of what she set up, and it's harder than she thought it would be. That's what it seems like. I don't know.
Condition and air quote, do that documentary, which actually says in the lawsuit, it appears that Morris, the silence criticism of her controversial and failed administration of the guardianship. They even used the words guardianship abuse. What do you think of that?
Me and the person that you were just talking about, this guardian person, we watched that 4-part thing on TV together. She was the one who wanted to do that. So I'm watching and
So it's interesting she calling out the guardian person. I don't know. Can she not say her name?
Things down, and she's watching and writing things down, and I saw all of that, by the way. And what do I think about being abused? Look, this system is broken. This system that I'm in, you know, this system, it has falsified a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
They said,
how can Wendy be in radio and say, you know what I'm saying, 50 gazillion times? Like, as a person who was in radio, I mean, I'm talking about her, not me. She was in radio prior to being a television host, saying, you know what I'm saying, is not something they do. So I don't know. I feel a way. Maybe it's the medication.
You're cognitively impaired and you're incapacitated.
Do I seem that way?
You've been calling me 5 times a day for the last 2 weeks. No, you don't seem that way.
Right. I just want to underscore what you were saying, Charlene, as well. And that is, this is still a legal situation. So yes, there are things that my aunt just can't talk about.
When you say risk liability, like, how is a bank liable for you spending your own money? I mean, maybe I'm green at this, you know, because I ain't a billionaire, but at the end of the day, like, I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket either. So if all of her money is in Wells Fargo, which is weird, why would the bank freeze all of her assets? Like, she should have like 50 different bank accounts. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. There are things that we as a family can't talk about.
That's right.
You know, but I think that the thing that we can talk about is the fact that my aunt sounds great.
Yes.
I've seen her in a very limited capacity, but I've seen her. We're talking to her. This does not match an incapacitated person.
Not at
and
all.
she, like, that's why we say she's in like a luxury prison.
Yes.
Because she's
not a luxury prison. I do think her family needs to like have a hand in the situation, like having a stranger be involved in the, I don't know, this rich people stuff. I'm not understanding. Y'all explain to me about a conservatorship and why is it that the family has like no legal rights to say like how she is handled. I don't understand that part.
Being held and she is being punished. All I'm saying is just treat the woman with dignity.
Absolutely.
and give her the freedoms that she deserves.
Well, let's say let's say what Wendy wants. Wendy wants to be, you know, released out of this conservatorship, but she wants to be in Miami. Wants to be in Miami. I don't know why it's not happening.
Let me just say about Miami, okay? The entire family migrated, and I was in Miami, and that was about a month ago.
Yeah.
Alex, talk about the great time that we had. And
Alex, tell them how much fun we had.
Seeing my dad, we all went out and had like a party at one point.
Your dad next month, right?
Listen,
well,
dad
that's
is
a whole nother conversation.
94, that's a whole nother thing. Like, I don't know whether I'm allowed to fly to Miami to say happy birthday to my dad, to get him, well, that person that you talked about who's holding me hostage.
Sabrina
so to speak.
Morrissey, your
Oh,
guardian.
God.
We got to say her name. We got to put her name out there.
I don't know that she's going to let me because she already said to see my dad for his birthday.
I heard that she wanted to visit her dad in Miami and they won't let her. That's interesting too. She can't travel freely. She can't spend her money freely. She claims she only had $15 in her wallet. She claims that she can't get, necessities that she wants. She just wants like a case of whatever kind of water and they won't do that. So I don't know. It's weird.
You to talk, Alex. Go ahead.
Yeah. She may not be able to come down here for my grandfather's 94th birthday. Every day is not promised.
Right.
One thing that I know that my aunt wanted, and we talked about this at nauseum, she wants to be here for his birthday.
Wow.
And the fact that they are playing games about my grandfather being able to see his daughter and my aunt.
Yes, hashtag free Wendy. Let me see what some of these comments are saying. I have to, pause it every now and then because they be acting up. Wendy put Charlamagne on this thing. It's only fitting. Wendy sounds great. Wendy sounds very much alert and in control. Not at all how they picture her. Something is very off with this whole guardianship. If we could do it for Brittany, we could do it for Wendy. Free Wendy Williams. Let's see.
Being able to see her father. I'm
Like-
sorry. That
like-
is just absolutely sickening.
Like, I'm exhausted. Can't see my dad for his birthday. It's not promised. It's not
Right.
promised. I have things, but I'm going to sew them and make them so that they look perfect
They did edit this video now. They did edit it.
on me. You know what I'm saying? Yes,
Right.
I know how to sew. I've known how to sew for years. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, I want to give my dad some sort of fragrance. Up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is.
Alex,
It's a lot.
Alex, do you think that there's a retaliation from the Guardian because of maybe this phone call?
This is so unfortunate. I don't like hearing people break down though.
All are because of
Yeah.
Wow.
We talked about that.
Mhm.
My aunt, even with her wanting to come on, we talked about all scenarios. I said, do this. You ready for what's on the other side? And as she said, I have to do this. There's nothing else I could do at this point. She's prepared for the fact that her phone might be taken away.
What if they take my phone? I won't be able to talk to anyone.
Now this is horrible. Oh my God, this is so horrible. I don't like hearing the emotion in her voice.
Yeah. And you all, what you're hearing now, this is a few-minute clip of what we've been dealing with for the last several months and she can get moved and we may not even know where she is.
Wow.
That was the reality of where she was during the documentary. We weren't permitted to go see her. So this whole documentary aired.
That's what you think it is. She was hiding money from her ex-husband, so he wouldn't take all her money and spend it on his new family. I mean, that's a possibility.
Nobody's able to call her. Nobody's able to see her. The reason why I was doing the stuff with The View and Good Morning America was because she was nowhere to be found.
Wow.
In the meantime,
what are we going to do about that?
Listen, here's the weird thing, right? And while you were on The View, right, I got the telephone number. I could call Joy Behar, but my number is with the Guardian. I could call my friend Rosanna Scotto. I could call Fat.
She can call all these people, but her. Oh, so she can call out, but they can't call her back. Is that what it is?
Joe. I could call Alex. My number is not in storage, but my Guardian person has my phone.
Right.
God damn.
Alex, let me ask you a
Has
question.
had it,
Besides,
excuse me, has had it for 3 years, by the way.
She's had your phone for 3 years and she got control of all your bank accounts and everything? Wow. Okay. You're right. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Now, Alex,
but that's what the news report said. The news report said she has control of your bank accounts and everything. Wendy Williams is currently trapped in a conservatorship.
Okay, so let's hear. She was also on Don Lemon. Let's hear the clip from Don Lemon. Hold on. Y'all know we're doing our research over here. Like this video as y'all come in. Here he is. They were all on the phone. Each and every one of them was on the phone. So I guess, she was calling out to everybody. So let's listen. Don Lemon says, Wendy Williams, I feel like I'm in prison.
My life is screwed up. The Guardian mess is Please, look, I am isolated. I feel like I'm in prison. I feel like, you know, they're trying to control me, you know what I'm saying, and everything that I do, you know what I'm saying. You know, if I chew, they don't even look. My life is screwed up, you know what I'm saying? And the only thing that I can do for myself is I can keep myself a sound mind and body, you know what I'm saying?
You said she didn't sound as clear on Done. I mean, she sounds about the same. No shade. I mean, she still listen. You gotta know that she's on some type of medication. So, I mean, just the fact that she can string sentences together, it should be, you know, a fact that you know she can think clearly. I guess.
Saying, you know, that you know, regardless of what, like I love lipstick. You know what I'm saying? So I have lipstick on right now. Why? Because I always have lipstick. It's not a big deal. You understand what I'm saying? Look, my life is screwed up. You know, this Guardian mess is, please, look, I am isolated. I feel like I'm in prison. I feel like, you know, they're trying to control me, you know what I'm saying, and everything that I do, you know what I'm saying. You know, if I chew, they don't even look. My life is screwed up, you know what I'm saying? And the only thing that I can do for myself is I can keep myself a sound mind and body.
I'm sorry, it is on a loop.
You know?
I didn't realize it was a loop. So it's only a little snippet of it. So go watch the full interview over on Done Lemon. So he put that little snippet on his Instagram. Here is another one. Let me see. Oh, he got a few of them. Asking, okay, he got a few clips. Hold on. This one says, asking Wendy about conservatorship.
Wendy, let me ask you. People want to know, how did you end up in this situation? How did the Sabrina Morrissey gain control of you, and how did she become your guardian?
Well, first of all, she's making money from me, you know what I'm saying? And she's supposed to be here to protect me. And you know, and this has been going on now for 3 years of my life. Is Alex, are you listening?
I'm here.
Okay, Alex, please talk, because Don Lemon doesn't understand what I've been going through for the last 3 years of my life. Alex, this is my niece. Please talk.
I know, Alex.
Here's the thing.
So yeah, I mean, she did, you know, defer to her niece several times. So I mean, you know, let's listen.
Yeah, and here's the thing, Don, and I know the question that you asked, and I know that the reason, you know, Wendy, one reason she can't really go in and answer fully is because everything is still so tied up in legal.
Okay.
You know, and so she has to be really careful about what she says. And I get that. We talked about that. She knows that. So there are just certain details because of the legalities of it that she just can't get into.
Wendy, let me ask you. People want to know, how did you?
Okay, that was the first one. Hold on, there's another one. I didn't want to, you know, like you said, they're on the loop. They're little short clips. This one says Wendy denies being incapacitated.
Wendy, are you incapacitated?
Hell fucking no. You know, look, Alex, please address what has been going on with me. Alex, by the way, has actually been here, right here. She flew from Miami to New York, and she's been right here, and she sees the people, she sees the look.
Okay, Wendy, I'm going to ask you. Slow down. Okay, slow down. You don't believe you're incapacitated. The Guardian has said you're incapacitated permanently and that you have dementia.
Yes, and
frontal aphasia.
You know what? Listen, and I don't know how much I can talk without being punished. You know what I'm saying? And I won't be able to see my dad, and I won't be able to, you know, do anything, and I'll be stuck in this prison I'm in for the rest of my life. You understand what I'm saying?
Wendy, are you incapacitated?
So there's that one. Then we got one more. Hold on. Let me see what this one says. This one is, I know this ain't the full interview. I don't want to see the full one. Let me see.
Hi, Dawn.
Wendy, I miss you.
Dawn, look, my phone is with the guardian person. You know what I'm saying? This phone that I'm talking on is a phone where I can call you, but you can't call me. I've never heard of a phone like this in my life. Anyway, it's good to talk to you.
It's good to talk to you. They didn't take your phone after this interview you did with Charlemagne, did they?
Listen. Look, my life is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I've been with this guardian person for 3 years. For 3 years of my life, look, I'm isolated. I feel like I'm in prison. You understand? I can't go out. All I can do is look at the window, and anytime I go out, it's because I'm going out with the person that the guardian has assigned to me. So if I want to go out, for lunch, you know what I'm saying, then I have got to go with this woman. You know what I'm saying? If I want to go out, like my dad turned 90.
So y'all can go watch the full interview. I'm not gonna play his whole interview, but yeah, I think that she does sound coherent, but it is something that's not quite right. It could be that she's still on some type of medication. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I do hope that her family gets control of her and her situation, because it's unfortunate that, someone who is not a blood relative is not, over, controlling her, because it's like they keep taking her away from the family. She wants to be with her father. She can't travel freely. It's just unfortunate. So we'll see what happens. You said, why? What can this guardian do that her family can't? Good question. The guardian was assigned by the court. So apparently this is some, legal paperwork that she had drawn up before she was incapacitated. But probably said in the event that, she is not of sound mind, this person has to control all of her assets. She's rich, and there's that. But she sounds like she wants to, take control of her money again, because at some point we got to admit that Wendy was not in control of her facilities. And, they saying she had dementia. I don't know if that was because of her alleged drug and alcohol abuse. Because remember, they had so many pictures of Wendy coming out the liquor store, grabbing bottles of vodka all over her bedroom and things like that. So I would hope that, now that she's clean and sober, that, that she can, possibly get in control of her own things. But I don't know. You said that's not true. This is not of Wendy's doing. Okay, thank you so much, Professor Cutie Pie. I mean, I don't want to give wrong information. I'm just making assumptions and giving my opinion, friend. When she was first put in the conservatorship, she lived in her home, but the conservator wasn't keeping a good watch, and she was drinking like a fish. They need to change the judge. Conflict of interest. Okay. Well, we're gonna send some prayers up for Wendy. Let me see this GoFundMe. Y'all talking about GoFundMe. How we know it's for Wendy, honey? Wendy got her own money. It says Wendy Williams family starts GoFundMe to free her from her conservatorship. Here it is right here on page 6. Wendy Williams' friends and family set up $50K GoFundMe after Star says she has $15 to her name. Wendy Williams' friends and family launched a GoFundMe page with a $50,000 goal for the former talk show host, who says she only has $15 to her name, while trying to free herself from a guardianship. Friends of the Williams family organized the Support Wendy Williams Fight for Independence fundraiser earlier this week in the hope of expediting her return from a New York wellness facility to her rightful home in Miami, where her elderly father lives. Far too long, Wendy has faced the challenges of being unjustly placed under guardianship and labeled as incapacitated, despite her strong will and determination to live her life independently, the page reads. So there it is. She's raised $14,000. The GoFundMe is titled Support Wendy Williams Fight for Independence. Child, when she get all her money back, she gonna get her money back to the people? Because I know she got millions. I don't know. The organizers want Wendy to be able to move out of her treatment center in New York and home to Miami. But why are they raising the money? Don't she have some money? The organizers call Williams' current living situation not only unfair, but also deeply isolating, as she has denied being cognitively impaired like her fellow patients. The guardian assigned to her has severed her connections with friends and family, leaving her without the support network she so desperately needs, the campaign claims. The isolation in New York has made it increasingly difficult for her to maintain her strength and resilience. Williams' friends added that her family members are suffering emotionally as they witness the toll her isolation is taking on her well-being. That's a beautiful picture of her and her niece. It really is. Her friends and family, including niece Alex Fine, admitted Williams is struggling with her strength and resilience in the center. Unfortunately, they have exhausted their financial resources in their fight against this unjust guardianship and are in dire need of assistance to secure legal representation. Also, the family needs the money to fight in order to get her released from it, and the family don't have the money. That's what they're saying. The friends reiterated that they hope to help speed up Wendy's homecoming and ensure she no longer has to endure the pain of loneliness and disconnection. It is essential that she is not left to suffer in silence in New York while her family is waiting for her return to the warm embrace of Florida, where she truly belongs. Let's come together to support Wendy and her family during this critical time. The GoFundMe's goal is set at $50,000. It has raised more than $15,000 from 600 plus donors as of Friday morning. Let me go find this GoFundMe, child. I want to see the GoFundMe. GoFundMe, Wendy. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Here it is, right? It came up as soon as I typed it in. It came up, child. They didn't raise $25,000. They have raised $25,000 of the $50K they are looking for. You said nursing homes profit from dementia diagnosis. Okay. They are isolating a woman with cognitive issues. Well, here's the link to those of you who want to contribute. If you do. So free Wendy, hashtag free Wendy. Did I cover all my topics? I think I did. Last but not least, TikTok is back. TikTok left for what, 12 hours, and then it came back up, and then they have this propaganda of thank you, Donald Trump, for saving TikTok. Child, Donald Trump was the person who initiated the ban on TikTok in the first place, and now he swoops around and act like he's the savior of all the TikTok people who say they were losing their livelihood. It is interesting. That is one of the 48 laws of power. You cause chaos and then you come and fix it. I'm probably quoting that wrong, but that is one of the 48 laws of power. Mm-hmm. You said people on Twitter Spaces were saying Portia won, made changes to the house, and Simon disappeared. Well, that's not true. Why you believe people on Twitter Spaces? College B-ball forever. Twitter Spaces ain't got the tea like me. I be reading the actual legal documents. Anyway, and what would she win? Like at the end of the day, even if she won to enforce the prenup, she can only stay there for 3 years. Is it 2 or 3 years? It's still not her house. The house isn't up for debate. It's her living in the house. But that's a different topic for a different day, friend. You said 4 years of this mess we got to deal with. Okay. Yes, TikTok shut themselves down and then put up the dance. What did it say? I got it on my phone. What did it say? It said, sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. A law banning TikTok has been enacted in the U.S. Unfortunately, that means you can't use TikTok right now. We are fortunate. This sounds like a Chinese person wrote it. No shade to the Asians. But it says, we are fortunate that President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution to reinstate TikTok. Why we are fortunate that the President Trump has did it? Why would you even say that? Like, I don't understand. And then that the next morning, the little notice came in. Oh yeah, then I got this one that said the same thing, download your data or whatever. And then the next day, another notice came in basically saying, where I put it, like, thanks to Donald Trump. I think it's on my other phone. But yeah, not thanks to Donald Trump, honey. Thank you to Donald Trump for me. Well, why even put Trump's name in it? And then I saw, like, I was on the road today. You know, I'm in Memphis, you know, with my mom. I got to go with her to treatment in the morning, so I got to go soon. But and then Donald Trump said that the U.S. wants 50% to own 50% of it. Like, when have you known for a country to own a social media platform? That's like Red China distributing media publication to its citizens. So now we're gonna do it with social media. It is crazy. It is crazy. I don't know what to think. I really don't. Like, I'm almost like, and then him saying TikTok over and over again in his speeches, that's almost like publicizing the app. You know what I'm saying? Which means more people who don't know about TikTok are probably gonna get on TikTok because Trump is talking about TikTok. Trump is gonna make TikTok his app like he did like Truth Social or something. Socialism. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? A US based entity? Well, okay, a US based entity, but no, he said he wanted the United States to own 50% of it. He wanted the government to own 50% of it. And I'm like, since when would a government own a social media app? Anyway, do y'all want to take calls? Press 1 if you want me to take calls, and press 2 if you want to go. I can stay on like 10 more minutes if y'all want me to take calls. If not, I'm about to go. Y'all want to talk about any of the topics? Y'all just want to chit chat for 10 minutes? Let me know. This has been a good live. I covered a lot of topics. Okay, if you're just getting here, please watch the replay. What did I talk about, y'all? I can't remember so much. I talked about Nene Leakes podcast. I talked about Cameron Croy. I talked about T.S. Manhands threatening women in the bathroom, being a danger to himself and others. I talked about Wendy Williams and her guardianship issues. I talked about Amanda Seales blaming Black women for, people not liking her. She said she get the most hate from Black women, honey. I talked about Soulja Boy, Nelly, Rick Ross, and Snoop performing for Trump, and Snoop being called out about his hypocrisy, and Soulja Boy's response and Nelly's response. I don't think I've seen a Rick Ross response, but I haven't looked. Yeah, I think I talked about everything. Okay. If you haven't watched Dave Chappelle's monologue on SNL, you should watch it. It was a very good monologue on SNL. I just watched it today. I'm like, oh my God, I missed it. But it was very good because I thought it was a replay, and it wasn't. He is very interesting. He talked about Diddy, and he's, you know how Dave Chappelle tells stories. You got to go watch it. I can't even tell you what he said. It was just amazing. Hold on, we have a call in the back. Hello.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, Zipper. What's up, stranger?
Not much. See you.
How you been?
I've been good. How have you been? Snowstorms?
Good. It was a snowstorm in Georgia. It's supposed to be one this week, but I'm in Tennessee this week, so hopefully I'll miss it. But it's cold as shit up here. It's like 20-some degrees here.
Too cold for me. Everything's good in LA for now.
Y'all had fires. Y'all was burning up. No shade, but it was hot there.
Yeah.
That's not funny, but you say, I'm sure you weren't involved in any of that. Were you away from the fires?
Yeah, it was very cloudy and stuff, but it happens. It was very, very bad. But like you said the other night, we keep it light on this channel. I'm good, and I hope so. The Wendy Williams thing, I was hoping somebody in the chat knew, but I want to know, what do I have to do so that never happens to me? That she has no money to her name, and that Lifetime documentary that she did recently, she got paid $400,000 for that, and you telling me she can't touch any of it?
That's my point. So does she not have any money, or can she just not access her money?
She can't access it, so that's why I don't get why doing a GoFundMe. Don't you think those lawyers who are doing the conservatorship, whatever money you try to raise her, they're gonna make sure she doesn't get it, or whatever you're trying to get for her.
But no, but she's not getting them. I think that the family or her niece or whoever is raising the money for them to fight the conservatorship.
Okay, I know this is
not for her,
right? How much
Well,
money did
yeah.
you say Kim owes trying to divorce Corey? You're gonna need more than $14,000. Not trying to be funny. Every dollar counts. But
yeah,
that's gonna be like probably close to $1 million, baby. I don't think it. You know, like you said, is she gonna refund you when she get it? But
right.
I wish Wendy well.
I mean, you know, asking the general public for it to me is, I mean, because these are millionaire problems we talking about. You know what I mean? But
yeah, y'all have to go to a synagogue and introduce yourself, and if you know what I mean, y'all can read between the lines. You go to Shabbat dinner or something. But I don't think money fix your problems. I think you might need to kiss the ring like everybody else, like some politician.
do you feel like how do you feel like she got like tied up? Like, do you feel like this was to protect her assets from the divorce or that situation?
Yeah, I kind of know why, because it would have been Kevin. But since she divorced him, it had to be somebody. I don't know. Her son's like 23, right?
Now he is, but I don't think he was of age but he was controlling it then, but he was spending a lot of money, remember? And he was giving the money to the dad. I remember that part.
Okay, but that's what I think is weird. But like, it's like that. Like, people, you need to make a will and stuff. And I think it was probably Kevin had the power of attorney, but now that they divorced, it was like, so yeah, that's I don't ever want to be in one of these situations. It's very, very bad. They're taking advantage of her.
You got to set up your own, I guess, power of attorney and figure. I don't know, child. I feel like however she got in it, I don't know. Don't even give me the line. I don't know.
I'm in the same. Everybody's in the same way. It's your spouse, and if it ain't your spouse, who is it? Right. Not trying to be funny. I love my siblings, my brothers, but I don't trust them with my money. I love them to death, but they'll do the same thing that this woman is doing. So. And then last, I want to Sierra and Nene. I'm happy though that, like what you said, that was good to know that they self-funded it. That's good to know. It looks good. The production value is good. It doesn't look amateur. But you're right. Sierra got to stop interrupting that girl. She really do. On that clip, she got to stop today.
Yeah.
Media training. Love and Hip Hop must not do media training. Bravo does. That probably shade, but hey. They teach you how to fight.
But did you see how Nene shaded Love and Hip Hop? Like, I'll never film.
I can't believe that. Well. But yeah, I'm glad to hear you're doing well.
Thank you. Glad to hear from you as always.
Of course, I'm always watching. You have a good night.
Thank you, Bud Zipper.
Take care.
All right, bye. Hey, Juno.
Good evening. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Freezing like you, because I too am in the Midwest where it's 20 degrees.
Oh my God, it is too cold.
And they said it's gonna be it's gonna be like this for like the next 2 days, by the way. So make sure you got your ready.
I brought my fur coat.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, I'm not gonna hold you because I was typing in the chat earlier, and it's kind of like for the Wendy Williams situation, it's kind of like a puzzle piece that I noticed because you didn't play any of the I don't want to name drop, but the third interview with the third guy, Mr. Hollywood Unlocked. But anyway, because when I heard that one,
did she say something different?
Well, yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. Out of all three interviews, she sounded the most clear. And she wasn't like all over the place as the other two interviews with the journalist and the Breakfast Club. So I listened to those three, and then I watched a couple.
And what about what Harvey said?
Yeah, and then I watched also a couple of attorneys that was breaking it down. So apparently, anyway, so I'm getting to this conservatorship guardianship. Apparently, you can't just have anybody being the guardian, especially when it comes to a lot of money like that. You have to be eligible. Like people were asking, well, why isn't any of their family? Well, her sister's a lawyer. Well, apparently, one of the lawyers looked up some stuff about her sister. She owns like a lien on her house or something like that of a lot of money. So she's not eligible. You just explained the son, he's not eligible. And then there's other people that are around her, giving her drinks and this and that. So they weren't eligible. So the law had to, pick their own, guardian. So that's why the family's not in there. And that's crazy to me. First of all, that's just crazy because it's almost like they locked her in a drawer and just threw away the key.
Mm.
Yeah,
the other one was TMZ because here it is. I didn't play it. Let me play this.
He also, there was a fourth person that said, but yeah, what's TMZ too?
She is a prisoner. She wants out of this guardianship.
Right. And the guardianship or the attorney for the guardianship says those interviews that you heard Wendy doing yesterday are not representative of what she is really going through.
Oh, this was the attorney's response. You want me to keep playing it?
We talked about the fact that she sounded really lucid, seemed fine, did not sound incapacitated in any way, and we will,
we'll play a little bit in a minute. But the Guardian clearly heard that.
Yeah.
Guardian heard that,
and heard what the public was saying, because everyone said when they heard, like, wait,
She
Wendy
seems
sounds
okay.
fine, and the hashtag Free Wendy was trending yesterday.
I have to keep stopping it, but
I just wanted to also add, real quick before you play, I also jumped back to the reaction on the Breakfast Club after that whole interview, and because they did deeper dives, I guess Lauren LaRosa or whatever, they also said that the judge that ordered the conservatorship was also known for taking money, bribes, and stuff for these same type of cases.
Oh wow!
Yeah, he some real sneaky stuff. So there's something going on.
Okay, let me see if they're gonna play the clip.
As a result, but Roberta Kaplan, the attorney for the guardianship, told us that despite all that, Wendy Williams suffers from frontal lobe dementia, a degenerative brain disease that has no cure. As a result, a state court found her to be legally incapacitated, meaning that she is not capable of making legal and financial decisions on her own. Unfortunately, because of her diagnosis, Wendy's condition will only get worse with time, and she will require care for the rest of her life.
Now, juxtapose that with what she said and how she sounded on Charlemagne's show in the Breakfast Club yesterday.
I am not cognitively impaired, you know what I'm saying? No, but I feel like I am in prison. You understand what I'm saying? I'm in this place where the people are in their 90s and their 80s. Like, I'm exhausted thinking about, what if I can't see my dad for his birthday? At 94, the day after that is not promised. It's not promised. Like,
yeah, we just got through listening to all that. But yeah, you're right. I thought they had another one. Oh. He actually said he talked to her.
Yeah.
On the phone, and he did his own interview. I mean, his own video.
Everybody, it's Harvey Levin from TMZ. I just spent an hour and a half on the phone with Wendy Williams. And I can tell you that the Wendy Williams I spoke to today is the same Wendy Williams that I knew 10 years ago. There was no difference. She was lucid, she was articulate, she was with it, and she was opinionated. I'm not going to get into the specifics because it was an off-the-record conversation. But she wants me.
I feel like if he talked to her, like, why they didn't do their own, like, because she talked to everyone, right? So why didn't they air theirs? I feel like he didn't think that it should be aired. I don't know.
To give my evaluation of what I heard. Charlemagne the God was on the phone call as well. And my impressions were precisely what Charlemagne has already.
Because you don't know how, but a lot of times, when I said like the bloggers were linking up against me or whatever, it's like all of them are linking up. Like, why you choose these people? You got Harvey, you got Charlemagne,
and Don Lemon,
you got Jason, and they all got on the phone together. All these 4 dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's. I don't know.
He said,
I think she had a burner phone.
Wendy Williams.
She had a burner phone.
I
why
think.
call these people?
You heard what Charlemagne on the Breakfast Club said, that she miraculously remembered somebody's number and it just kind of trickled from there. So maybe, yeah.
Seemed like she could have done her radio show today. There was no lapse in her judgment. There was no hesitation in what she was saying. And I'm not a doctor, but I am alarmed that Wendy Williams has had her freedom taken away from her. And I don't understand exactly why. Wendy doesn't have access to a cell phone in the sense that people.
Y'all saying that Harvey is gonna help, but remember the family got to GoFundMe, so I mean they got to pay somebody to help. Clearly,
cannot call her. If a call is made, it has to be from her out. She doesn't have a laptop. She can't come and go, according to her. And that makes sense because we really haven't seen her out with the exception of her son's graduation. And I have a strong opinion about what may have happened here because Wendy has struggled over the years with some substance abuse, and especially after her divorce. And it's pretty clear from the recent documentary where you see a vodka bottle next to her that Wendy was off the wagon. And Wendy is a substance abuser, but she was clearly clean.
Well, I said that too, but you know, once you have abused substances for so long, it does affect you.
When I spoke with her, I know Charlemagne has talked to her numerous times, or at least several times in the past, and he had the same impression. And aside from the various pills that they are giving her there, whatever it is, she seems fine. And when the people in this guardianship she's under say that she is permanently disabled and essentially non-functional, I heard the opposite. I heard somebody who seemed with it, competent. It wasn't even close to the line. It wasn't even close to the line. There is something that needs to be addressed here. The file for this guardianship is sealed in New York. We can't see it. I know they say she has frontal temporal dementia, and she may or may not. But whatever it is, it doesn't seem it's advanced enough, at least from my ear. And I admit I am not a doctor, but I can listen to people, and especially in an hour-and-a-half phone call, I didn't hear an iota of that, of any permanent disability or somebody who was unable to function. So it seems to me that this needs to be addressed. Why is it that Wendy is under such tight wraps in this guardianship? Why is it, even if she were disabled, that people can't call her? Why is it that she doesn't have the ability to communicate the way most people do with emails and texts and cell phones and all? Why is it that she is in this home where there are a lot of people who are 90 years old and others, and she, was describing the house itself, and she wasn't saying it was in deplorable condition. She was saying that it is a really depressing environment, and she doesn't quite understand why she's there. So I think that somebody needs to come forward and explain, why is Wendy Williams in this kind of guardianship where her freedom has been taken away when she seems fine? And maybe let her out with a sober coach 24/7. And if that would solve any issue she has, at least for now, give her her freedom back. And if she does indeed have this form of dementia, and it does become a permanent condition where she is profoundly disabled, then reestablish a guardianship. But I have to tell you, it wasn't even close when I heard her talk to me for an hour and a half. Hey everybody, it's Harvey Levin from TMZ.
What do you think?
Well, that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna let Mr. Motivation go ahead and talk. It's crazy.
Hey, what's on, y'all? How you doing?
Hey, Mr. Motivation, what's up?
Not much. I woke up kind of late. I was gonna say, do you think that's kind of the whole Wendy thing? Do you think it's kind of? You don't think it's kind of like, you don't think did he kind of? I don't want to put that on him. You don't think that this kind of honor is going? Okay, or maybe I shouldn't have said Diddy. Do you think it's something like a setup to kind of keep Wendy quiet? I know, and I'm not excusing, her going in the liquor stores. I do agree she was doing
No,
it.
I honestly think it was a ploy or whatever to protect her money from the stuff that she was going through. Wendy was addicted to drugs and alcohol. You gotta forget. Remember, she was
Got
sitting on her show and could remember stuff and passing out and doing kind of things. So I do think that it was something, because she was rich and somebody had to protect her assets, and it wasn't going to be her husband, her next of kin, which would have been her husband at the time. And then she's going through a divorce in the middle of all that. So, it kind of just went to the next best person. It was her son, and then he was allegedly spending too much money and causing alarm at the Wells Fargo and this, that, and third, and taking money out. And he was stuck between a rock and a hard place between his mom and his dad's new family. So, I mean,
Gotcha.
don't give me that.
Yeah. I was going to how is Mama Brown doing?
She is doing well. Thank you for asking.
That's
She got to go
what's
to her
up.
treatment in the morning. So
Hey,
that's why I'm here.
that's what's up. Okay. I'm gonna have to go back and replay and watch the show. And so that's all I want. I just want to ask you that because I was just thinking, I'm like, I don't, they have something to do with it. But you right. I used to watch a TV show. She was forgetful, and you could you could look at her.
Remember when she stumbled Halloween when she was the Statue of Liberty? And then Norman used to try to help her remember stuff, and
You're right. I
so
didn't think about all of that, but yeah, you're right. Okay, well, Michelle, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna replay this. And so you have a blessed week. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you. You too, Mr. Motivation. Thank you for calling. Hey, Charm CC.
Hi, I kept getting kicked out in and out of StreamYard, so apologies.
Oh no, welcome back.
Hi, I know I haven't called in a long time. I just wanted to be brief and talk about two topics.
Okay.
First, I'm going to start with Nene. I'm so glad that she's getting her coins back, that she's looking fabulous. But you are a good friend. Please tell her don't touch her nose. Her nose is fine, because in the podcast she was talking about she wants a real plastic surgery on her nose.
Because she got it pinched and she didn't get her bridge broken or whatever she said.
Fine. The makeup makes it look like she actually got a whole like a rhinoplasty, whatever they call it. She looks good. She don't need to touch her face or nothing. But Nene is very much needed in the podcast, but I don't think I would have kept listening if Sierra was by herself. So hopefully she can, it could be a little tweaked and cleaned up. But it was pretty decent. I
think
enjoyed
it'll get better. I think it'll get better with time. It's their first time and they got to get used to each other and learn not to talk over each other and learn what each other's cues are, in conversation. Because I think that was the problem.
But I did like the whole older sister, younger sibling. Like Sierra did really take everything that Nene was telling her to heart. So I did appreciate that. That was fun to watch. As far as Wendy Williams, I've been a Wendy Williams fan for a long time, since radio days. And I also live in New York City. So the conservatorship here is very, very hard to go through. Is only really geared to like wealthy people. So a lot of elderly, wealthy people always end up in conservatorship, especially if they start showing signs of dementia and forgetfulness. And she's in a bad bank. I don't know how she ended up at Wells Fargo, but Wells Fargo is not a bank that I think any wealthy Black person should be involved with. But it's a type of bank you have to have a certain income to start having your money in there. And once they start seeing some unusual activities happening, they probably contacted her attorney that got her in the conservatorship in the first place. And I kind of agreed with everything that Harvey was saying, that she does need a sober coach, because Wendy was using alcohol really, really bad. I don't know if you remember. She was
I remember. She had all them empty vodka bottles in the room, and there were pictures of her like she would like pay for like the Uber driver to take her and ask the Uber driver to go in and get the liquor. I remember all of that.
And I think that's how she ended up in that home, because being by herself, she was left to her own vices. But I think at this time she'll probably be better off with her family and everything else. I disagree with Charlamagne talk about she could be back in radio. I don't think so. We all miss Wendy. We love to hear the old Wendy back, but unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna hear that old Wendy anymore. But I think she needs
Remember
to.
when Wendy came back and said that she was gonna start doing podcasts? And she kept on saying podcast. Yeah.
No,
I mean, Wendy might be on a podcast.
No, I think she could, like she said during the Breakfast Club, she could do once in a while a show up for somebody's show or something, or maybe do a few just a mini podcast. She could do that with a good co-host. But as far as her doing it full time, I disagree. Yeah. I just hope that she's able to get out and be in Florida with her family and not with her brother Tommy, because Tommy's gonna help Kevin.
He's a mess, isn't he? Oh my God,
he always wanted to be famous off of her since the radio days. He always wanted to be.
I never got the impression that he really cared about her well-being, and not to say that he doesn't, because that's her brother. You know what I mean? But it was just always, because didn't he do some blogger? He did Tasha K or somebody,
and she also taught actually pointed it out to him one time on the I think it was on her show, because he was helping Kevin and all that stuff, and she shouted him out and kind of trying to say that her brother's a cross-dresser. I think she kind of hinted that because she kept calling him Miss Tommy and whatever. So yeah, they don't really have.
Is he not married? Isn't he married?
He's married, and I think he's the primary caretaker for his father. So yeah. But I hope that her sister.
Yeah, when he came to YouTube, he was a mess. I mean, I had watched him a couple of times. I'm like, he is out there, honey. I didn't know what to think.
But I support the niece and I support her sister. I think those are the two best people. And then eventually her son has to step up too, because that's going to be the person who's going to be her primary caretaker anyway.
Yeah, but that's what I was wondering, because when her son did have access to something like the MX card or whatever it was, it seemed like he was helping the dad. You know what I'm saying? I could see that being a problem, because he was stuck between both of them at the time. But I think that was where it got messed up, because he was trying to get money out to get to the dad. The dad was suing, trying to get money. It was a mess.
Yeah, I think now with a little bit of maturity, and I think that he got back with his cousin, and I think that's her sister's son. Now that they're back together, I think he understands more, and I'm not sure what his relationship is with his father right now. But yeah. Good to see you, Michelle. You look great. All the best for 2025 for you.
Same to you, friend. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye.
Thanks for calling. Good night. Y'all, thank you to everyone who called in. This has been a wonderful show. We talked about so many things today. If you're just getting here, please watch the replay. When you watch the replay, if you're down in the comment section, help a sister out and do the timestamps, because I be having my mama do the timestamps, and she gonna be sick tomorrow, and she gonna be able to do it. And that ain't funny, listen, I be giving my mama jobs to do, and she gonna be able to do it tomorrow. So I'm gonna have to do these timestamps. This is a 2-hour and 45-minute video. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get them done as quickly as y'all would like. So if you watching and you want to do the timestamp for me, go ahead, put them in the comment section. It would be greatly appreciated. Okay. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel. If you are not subscribed, shout out to Facebook for holding it down over there. Pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown. Follow me on TikTok since it's back up. I am ATLien. I went live the other day on TikTok. It was Josh's birthday, and Josh was dancing on the table. If you missed it, you missed it, but it was on TikTok. Okay. Follow me on LTK. If you go to my community tab, I have links to my LTK. I talk about what I be wearing and stuff. I ain't gonna put this outfit on here because these are just some pajamas. Okay. What else? Okay, follow me everywhere. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and thank you to everyone who contributed to the stream today. I appreciate all of you guys. Yes, you said I'm driving down to take it to you doing the same thing. So I'm be at the hospital all day tomorrow, honey. I don't know. I might go live on Instagram from the hospital. It's gonna be cold. I'm gonna have to take all kind of blankets. It'd be so cold in there. It's already cold in there on a regular day. Can you imagine tomorrow and it's 20 degrees outside? Oh my god. But anyway, you like pajamas? Okay, I'm gonna put my pajamas on there too. Because I got the little top and the bottom that go to this. Dressed in layers. Okay, I'm gonna put on everything, honey. I'm the long johns, the socks, the boots, listen. 3 shirts and a sweater. Okay, I'm gonna have on everything and my fur coat. Yes, hospital always cold. Why is it always cold? Did they keep the germs away or something? I don't understand. I really don't. Anywho, like this video. Y'all stay warm out there. Okay. Salute to everyone who watched the stream. I appreciate all of you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Good night.